Posting up with the mayor, big name. Posting up with the wolf, big fame. Just turning up in this thing. No other channel with the 5-post game. See the like, share button, just hit it. Auburn Tigers game over, let's get it. Big cat out the kennel, let me walk. I'm calling up the mayor, let your folk talk. Let me talk, 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 let me talk. Posting up with the mayor, big name. Posting up with the wolf, big fame. And just turning up in this thing. No other channel with the 5-post game. Let me talk, 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 let me talk. Let me talk, let me talk, let me talk.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, and welcome to the Tiger Vent. All right, get ready to vent. You got the mayor. What's up, mayor? Talk to me, mayor. Come on.
I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted.
I'm with you, mayor. I'm with you,
my hands is up. Let him go. Let him go, bro. Let him go. Him, that offensive coordinator, whoever his offensive coordinator is, his O-line coach, let him go. Let him go.
Bro, we scored 3 points. We did not.
Freeze fashion.
Jesus,
Typical
man.
Hugh Freeze fashion. Y'all want to see this passing game? There you go. If y'all want to see him call plays, there you go.
Wow, man. Wow.
Script was to run the ball, and your star running back did not touch the ball until the second quarter with 5:58. Your offensive line is undisciplined, and we knew this last week, and yet you sit that same tackle out on the field, and you proceeded to let him start the whole game.
Golly, bro.
He's not doing what he's supposed to do and simulate Noah sound. What we heard, Chaplin can't hit a snap count, but we didn't see no type of adjustments. None.
Unbelievable.
Who Freeze is who Freeze is.
Golly.
Freeze is who Freeze is, and we kept trying to deny it. We kept trying to lie for him. Now we got to sit here and live with this horrible truth.
Man, this crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro. We scored 3 points on offense. The defense scored more points than the offense scored, bro.
I'm trying
just wrap your mind around this, bro. The defense scored more than the offense scored tonight. Hey, man.
Hey, shout out to the defense and they offense for giving up timely penalties, because they helped us out with that too. But man, oh my God, bro. Hugh Freeze should not ride the bus home.
Bro.
Hugh Freeze should not be on the bus home.
Are they coaching? My question is, man, are they coaching the offensive line? Bro, our offensive line looked the same as it looked last year.
Trash. We came in, we were so high on this offensive line. They are trash.
Yeah, and I looked at the film and I'm like, okay, this Xavier Chaplin dude might be the real deal. But I don't know if you remember, I said this. I was like, bro, you gotta wait till this dude play at SEC.
He playing the SEC. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about what your words were when he was getting killed. DC, I said, DC said he from Virginia Tech. Wait till you see what he doing.
And everybody glazing dude. I'm like, bro, you gotta wait, man. You gotta wait to see these guys play in this SEC competition, man. Hey, man, the link is in. You can call in the event, man. We got family coming in, so keep it family friendly. You know what I'm saying? But man, by all means, do you. You know what I'm saying? But just remember, we got kids and riding in the car with their family on the way from the game. Listen to
Hey, I'm trying my best to keep it clean, DC.
I know it's hard, bro. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, Marcus. I know it's hard, man. I was just sitting there, bro. I don't know as an Auburn fan if I'm trying to figure out if I've ever felt that defeated before. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there watching the game with Drell and I got to go watch Georgia. So I ain't gonna hold y'all long tonight. But I'm like looking at the game and I'm like, this is one of them games where you just kind of like, you just waiting for the time to run out. And this was in the second quarter.
Man, I seen it. I felt like my biggest concern was, and my brother can tell you, I was worried about were we gonna be able to get over the Oklahoma loss because of how bad it was.
Man,
our defense got over it.
They did.
Offensively, you seen it on that. You seen it in their mannerism. You see how they played. They were done before they touched the field. And he keep calling stop routes on first down, like I said, this all season. And you see how you stop that. They sit that defensive end out there to stop them quick stop routes to Cam Coleman. You can't get no production on first down while you still throwing the football. When the running game obviously give you 4.
Unbelievable, bro.
You had the second leading rusher in the SEC, and he I can't, DC. I can't.
Bro, I understand it, Marcus. I understand it, bro. It's everybody in here got it, bro. You speaking,
bro.
Yeah, you speaking for Auburn fans, bro. Yeah. It's just like you sitting there, bro, and you like, then they go to the short game, bro, and it's getting productive. Then you just start dropping back again, bro, getting sacks. It's like we gotta go through everything that don't work. This is what we say at Sit Downstairs. We gotta go through everything that don't work before we start doing stuff that do work. Then once we find stuff that do work, we like, oh, it's working. Let's do something else.
Bro, I don't want to hear no excuse in the press conference from him.
Man. Yeah,
I don't want all y'all who be buying into his press conference live. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear it. This is on him.
Yeah, man.
This is on him.
You scored 3 points, bro. And then about every possession, bro, we had an offensive penalty.
All the losses
look the same. Bro, that's like an undisciplined, unorganized. It's like, bro, what are y'all doing in practice? And we got Bubba, we got Tre'vell in here, man. They want to vent, man. So let me catch up. Go ahead, Marcus.
The script was to run the football. His team give up a lot of rushing yards. And we, first of all, I know what Ted said earlier about us being undisciplined and we playing behind our defense kept us in the game.
They did.
He had plenty of opportunities to run the football.
Yes.
Yeah. He had plenty of opportunities to take the air out the game. He looked us in our face and Auburn fans said, man, y'all know who I am. I'm finna throw the ball. y'all know who I am. And now we gotta live with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And now we gotta live with it.
Yeah, man.
Y'all who we gonna have an explosive passing offense. We're gonna do this, do that.
Oh, yeah, all that talk again. Yeah, all that talk again, bro. All that talk again. All these highlights in the preseason from the Auburn staff with y'all catching the ball with one hand and these explosive plays, man. It's crazy. TJ Lou says fired the whole offensive staff now, including you. Bubba says sad. We finna hear from Bubba right in a few minutes. Galaxy 74 is like it's a joke. Hugh Freeze is yes.
I wonder if Bubba gonna be the grown up in the room tonight.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We was fired up yesterday. He can't even calm us down last week. But it ain't no grown up now. Yeah, Bubba. We might have had a reason to be fired up then. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. We finna bring Bubba in a minute. Y'all hold on, because we finna bring Bubba in. We're gonna bring Tre'vell in. Y'all hold on, man. He said they would have to run the table the rest of the season for me to even think about
TJ, they ain't finna be.
They not finna do that, bro. This OC by community is a crossover. Yeah. What's up, King Richard, man? How you doing, man? Really cozy.
It's A&M dared us to score. They like, our offense can't do nothing. We ain't finna do nothing. We ain't got to put up no points offensively. We finna sit back and just dare y'all to score.
Yeah, really cozy says make Dirk the head coach, man. King Richard, man, War Eagle fan, man. Still haven't played a game we couldn't have won, bro. No doubt, man.
That's the frustrating part about it. That's the frustrating. You have all this talent. You have these guys out here giving you their heart,
Yeah.
And you see the recipe to being successful in your coach, your head coach, who's supposed to be, who's seen as an offensive play caller, who's known for his offensive play calling, is the worst in the game right now.
Like, bro, where do you go from here, man? Like, where
Your
do you
defense gave you more offensive production than your
where
offense.
do you go from here, dog?
Home.
Where do you go, dog?
He leaves the stadium and he goes home and packs up his Auburn office, and get him out.
Hold up. Okay, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do this. Okay, I'm about to do this, y'all. I'm about to do this. How many people we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm about to do this. I'm gonna remove all of the media stuff, man, and I'm gonna just bring everybody in. Okay, right now, just everybody hold tight. Just hold tight. Let me see if I can work my IT. Just hold tight, man. Just hold tight. Okay, there go one. Dang, the Rooster in here too. Hold on,
man. You finna have everybody in here. Everybody want to get this off his chest.
Okay. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna let everybody. Just hold on. I'm gonna fix it. Rooster, Bubba, you there?
You have to go by 2 by 2.
I'm
DC.
here.
Okay, Travell, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, hold on. That's 2.
I go 2 by 2, DC.
Nick, you there? Okay, you there? Hold on. I'm trying. Just hold on. Hold on. Nick is there. Rooster, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, cuz.
Okay. Hold on. Nick, go ahead and say what you got to say, because I'm working on something behind the scenes. Go ahead, Nick.
I'm pissed off.
I understand.
Hugh Freeze is incompetent. That's what he is.
Okay.
Hugh Freeze is incompetent. How do you go out on the first play of the game, the first drive of the game, you go out and you do 3 passing plays? How does a running back not touch the ball in the first 19 minutes of the game? Not one running back get the ball the first 19 minutes in the game.
Talking.
Statistically, you playing against a defense that is horrible at stopping the run. But you sit here and you decide, I'm about to throw the football because I want to be flashy and I want to do all this. We're trying to win the game. What did Herm Edwards say? You play to win the game.
Wow.
Run the football, Hugh Freeze. And this was the game that you were supposed to do. That.
Wow, man. Wow.
But for some reason, he can't get it through that big head of his that you're supposed to run the football in this game, and that will help you win the game, and it will help you open up the pass for your offense. But for some reason, our head coach / play caller, / offensive coordinator / offensive genius wannabe is sitting out here placate as this offensive guy that he's not. Auburn need to fire this dude right now. Auburn need to fire this dude right now.
Test the bus. Test the bus, Nick.
He needs the Lane Kiffin treatment right now at USC.
Get him
in College Station. Because if that keeps going, Auburn will not win 3 more games this season.
Nope.
Get him.
I agree, Nick. If you can
I've been trying my hardest. Stop criticizing Hugh Freeze.
I haven't.
Trying my hardest. Who's been scouting these teams?
I haven't.
Hi, guys. Who's been scouting these teams? Hugh Freeze. I don't know what Hugh Freeze's problem is. I don't know what's going through his head. I honestly don't understand it. But when you have a team that statistically tells you that they cannot stop the run, why?
And you don't run the ball for a whole quarter.
Why does your running back, the one that is one of the top 2 running backs in the conference right now, not touch the ball for the first 18 and a half, 19 minutes of the game?
I said this last week. Everybody said Mark wanted to run the ball.
Okay.
I said this last week. Everybody said Mark wanted to run the ball.
Okay, hold on, everybody. All right, I'm doing something different tonight. I'm just letting everybody in the house just come in.
This makes no sense.
So
this makes no sense.
Hold up. For us to do this though, we gotta have order.
All right,
So
Ain't no
hold
order. Ain't no
on.
order.
hold
You
on,
freeze
hold on.
don't want no
Hold
order.
on,
We ain't
Nick.
giving
Hold
we
on,
rebelling
Nick.
right now.
Hold
We rebelling right now.
Hold up. What I'm saying, what, no. What,
Let me get mine out because I ain't got a lot of
hold up,
We
patience.
man.
rebelling right now.
Yeah,
You
No,
freeze
I
up.
know, man.
You
I
freeze
know.
up. That's
I
what
know.
happened. You freeze up right now.
No,
Who been
most
telling y'all this for the last 3 years?
hold up. I'm gonna mute everybody. Just hold up. Because I'm gonna let you go. What I want to say is, while somebody talking, everybody got to be quiet.
Yeah.
This something we ain't never done before. So why one person is talking, everybody got to be quiet till the next person go. Everybody cool with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right,
You
Yes,
now,
think this your
sir.
Nick,
show?
Good, bro.
Handle your business,
where's
baby.
Nick gone.
Yeah, we gotta
All
make
right,
sure he all right.
He
Make
Go
sure
gone.
he
ahead,
good.
Bubba.
Check your blood pressure.
Bubba, go ahead. Bubba on. Go, Bubba.
Yeah, this was a top-down embarrassment from the staff. I'm not even angry. I'm just sad and somber after watching that performance. It's not just play calling. It is the complete lack of cohesiveness on the offensive line.
Yep.
It's the complete disjointedness of the play calling.
Mm-hmm.
The penalties they just rack up every single game. And the fact that we haven't got that, the fact that we can't go into somebody else's stadium and stay composed is awful. The recruiting, losing your first 2 conference games, that's going to take a hit now. And he's got 13 days to get his shit figured out, or he's gone.
Yes.
13 days. He better get on it. I'll see y'all later.
All right, Bubba. All right.
Yeah, Bob.
Travail. Go ahead, Travail.
Man, I've been telling y'all this for the last 3 years. Haven't I?
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling y'all this dude sucked. He the same Hugh Freeze that he was at Liberty. He the same Hugh Freeze he was at Ole Miss. He only had 3 10-win seasons, and he had a dynamic quarterback. This quarterback he got right now, the boy can't throw. Y'all see this? He can't throw. He might can run a little bit, but the boy be missing all kinds of stuff. Hold the ball too long. He's horrible. He got benched for a freshman. Don't y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he out started then? If he got benched for a freshman, why is he out started? On another quarterback, his last quarterback he had,
Yeah.
it don't work. He garbage. I've been saying this. Said this 3 years. Everybody knows me because I said you free with that high.
What else you got, King? You
Your
kind of
mic,
going out.
messing up, bro. We can't hear you, bro. Can you hear him, DC? I can't hear him.
I can't hear him. Big C. Go ahead, Big C. We'll come back to you, Travail. Go ahead, Big C.
I'm with him, man. Like, Freeze so dang on pass happy, man. Tell me why you throw the ball all 4 down for 1 yard.
Man.
What sense did that make, man? And then too, it's like he panicked. We had got 2 minutes and 50-some seconds left, and you throwing the ball all 3 downs. Brother, what is you doing? What are slant routes and stuff at, man? You see the line ain't holding up. Get the ball out quicker. Why you gonna ban the run though? What's going on? That's the talk we had last year. This dude, man, I promise, man, I cannot take it another day. I cannot defend this guy no more, man. It's over with. They need to go. They need to, man, make DJ Durkin the head coach. He doing his part, and get us an offensive coordinator. Because this ain't gonna work, man. Freeze stubborn, man. He remind me of Gus. When Gus had his stubborn ways. He too pass happy, man. You banning the run. We got one of the best running backs in the country, the best do it, and you gonna ban that, man? That what happened to the man on Hunter last year. You're banning the run. Everything is down pass. Then the plays that he do call, it take too long to develop. You see our front line ain't blocking. Get the ball out fast enough, man. What is you doing?
He don't know how to utilize his talent.
He don't at all. And everybody see it clear as day. Like even they did the replay, when they called that holding on the receiver, I forgot his name. You looking at the play, how it developed, like, I said, bro, this play takes so long, man. Why does he keep calling these downhill plays? Why does you keep calling these plays that run 10 yards or better? Hit him with slants. Matter of fact, why we ain't using Eric Singleton right, bro? Like, use him in the suite. That's what he for. I don't get Hugh Freeze when it come down to play calling, man, because we got the talent, but we ain't got the coach to get him right, bro. I'm sorry. Freeze got to go, dog. It's over with. I'm done taking up for him, man. Period.
Yep. I got you, bro. Got you. What else you got, see?
Frustrated, man.
I got you, bro.
Yeah. It's same old.
All right. Come on, Ant. What you got, Ant?
I'm
and
done.
then we're going to get Ant, then we're going to the Rooster.
Oh man, listen. My high school team looked better than that last night. Oh, how you go a whole quarter? You don't even run the ball, bro.
At all.
A whole quarter. This the worst rushing defense in the SEC, and you don't even get 50 yards rushing, man. Bruh. I don't know what to say, man. Fire the whole offensive staff. Don't just get rid of you, Freeze. All of them need to go. Dead Nicks, Thornton, Ken Austin. He ain't no quarterback coach. Get rid of him too. At the end of the day, we put a lot of blame on Jackson, and yeah, Jackson do hold the ball. But to be honest, how much of that is on Jackson for real? Because you might be telling them look for the deep ball. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really put too much. You can put it on Jackson, but we're not there, so we don't know what you telling him. At the end of the day, all them play calls, man, that look like a whole practice you just went through. Yep. You ran a whole practice game on offense. Your defense fire. Your defense what kept you alive. Cause the score should have been a blowout, which I wish would have happened. So that would have woke you up or something. It should have been 35-3. That should have been the score. For real. Because look, my cousin Pee Wee team look better than that, bro. For real. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100, man. Everybody, we can talk about the defense. Bro. When is the offense ever gonna help the defense, though? I'm tired of my defense putting 34 points and winning 1 point.
You were going out, Ant.
The defense have kept you to where you can win 8, 9, 10 games, but the offense ain't hitting on nothing in a big game. Oklahoma done beat you twice, man. That's what happened. You still stuck on last week.
Bro, I don't know, man. But you think about it, we only scored 17. We only scored 17 on Oklahoma.
Man, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you what killed it. So Thursday, you know, the AD came out with a statement. Instead of you talking about the game this week, you still talking about the rest of Oklahoma. Man, let that go. That game over with. It's Thursday. Let it go. You talking about you want a different culture, but you still stuck on last week.
And that's a reflection of coaching, man.
Man, bro, you got to do something different, man. You want to be a pass happy coach, but you don't want to set the run game up to help your pass game up. You a whole one-dimensional team right now. Man, everybody on the schedule gonna be, even Kentucky gonna beat you.
Wow, bro. Yeah, bro. This is bad, man. What you got, Rooster?
What's happening, gentlemen?
You, man.
Ain't much left to be said, but I told Marcus during the game I was hoping I was wrong in what I said, but I've got a saying in life that I use all the time. Hope is what you do right before you're defeated. You hope something happens. You hope somebody. So I should have known right then, bro. But I'm not even upset. I'm just disappointed. Like, you don't run the ball for a whole quarter. And also, I noticed something that last Auburn possession. You can sum up all the problems Auburn is having in that last possession. The punt. How do you not field that punt? How do you let it roll behind you another 15 yards? But just last week, we seen the dude over the shoulder catching it at the goal line.
I agree with that.
You have to have situational awareness and know, hey, I can't let this ball go behind me. I got to fall on it. That costs about 15 yards. But then I guess you ask, well, would it have mattered? In that last drive, the slant, I think it was to Cam Coleman. He was wide open, and you throw it behind him. Like, Jackson Arnold's playing like he's scared. But in my mind, if you that scared, get the ball out of there. You got check downs. You already know, and that fourth and long they ran. It was an incomplete pass. But even if the guy would have caught it, it was short of the first down, and there was a defender already on him. You in that situation, everybody has to know you get close to the sticks and set down. You got your guys running deep to try to distract, but you've got a tight end, you've got a running back coming out of the backfield. You get as close to that line, and then you set down. You catch that ball and you power backwards. If you get it, you get it. If not, oh well. But you're not going to get it running a 5-yard drag on 4th and 10, 4th and 11, whatever it was. I said to Marcus during the game, the offensive line coach needs to be fired when they get to the locker room. 100%. And I'm of the opinion, we're all calling for Hugh Freeze's job, but righteously, bro, if you were going to fire your coach in the season, right now is the time to do it. You got a bye week. That'll give the guy that steps up, that'll give him 2 weeks to try to formulate something. And it shouldn't be that hard. Because I'm thinking, if Auburn starts running the ball, like, no, we're not an RPO team. We're a run the ball 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and then run it again. It's going to bring people up into the box. But, I mean, there was a particular play Auburn ran late in the game, and it rolls out from the perspective of watching it on the screen. It rolls to the right. Cam's down on the left, single coverage, and the guy is mauling him. I was like he was trying to braid his hair or something. You've got to be smart enough in that moment to know, throw the ball to him, get the flag, or at least give this cat a chance to go up and get the ball. And, bruh, it's not going to get any better, y'all. It's not. I said during in the locker room, I said, this is going to be a 2012 season, and I know everybody remembers that, where the defense plays lights out. And, well, I can't exactly say they played lights out, because I think that's something everybody's missing on the defense. Yeah, they played good enough for Auburn to win, but I still saw a lot of cats out of position. I still saw a lot of arm tackling. The defense is in a better spot than the offense, but they need to be cleaned up too, which, I guess you got to ask yourself how much of that is just being young. This is unacceptable, bro. And tired, yeah. But also, like I said to Marcus during the game, I noticed little things like body language. In the second quarter, them boys had their hands on their hips, and they weren't breathing heavy, and offense was doing it too. That game was over before halftime. It righteously, bro. You could just tell. And I made the comment, there was at the, during Auburn's after Auburn's last possession, Texas A&M got the ball. All they kind of got to do, or I take that back. I'm sorry. It was the next to last possession. They're winning the game. They showed the crowd. Them cats was biting fingernails. They were nervous as hell. And Auburn ain't done nothing at that point to make anybody nervous. So the fact they were in this game, just like Oklahoma, as bad as it was, the fact that they were in this game to the very end, that makes it worse. I don't know about anybody else, but I'd rather get just blown out. I'd rather a team boat race me and blow the doors off. because
That's
then
what I said too, Huggy.
you know what I'm
I'd
talking
rather got beat 35-3 today than to
about?
have a game like that.
Like it's like that carrot on a stick, dangling it in front of you. That last Auburn possession, if Hugh Freeze was what he thinks he is, that whole team, the atmosphere should have changed. Like, well, this is what you want. One touchdown, and they come out flat as my sainted mama used to say, flat as a fritter. You heard me? And that goes back to what I'm saying, like the fire, the fight. I don't think this team believes in themselves for whatever reason. I don't think they believe in each other. It does, and then you're still having the same problems with the penalties. And like I've pointed out before, a lot of these problems were there before Hugh Freeze showed up. They've just gotten worse. But heads need to roll. Something needs to be done tonight. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it tonight. Something needs to be done. Heads need to roll to get the point across that this is unacceptable. This is something I'm starting to despise about Hugh Freeze. I'm getting tired of saying, what would Nick Saban have done? What would Kirby Smart have done? Every time they'd show Hugh Freeze on the sidelines, he was just looking like, well, we're here. There was nobody. There's never any emotion from that man. How many times did we see? I'll use this as a great example. I forget what year it was, but it was during a national championship Alabama was playing in, and they got the game. It's getting to the point where they've got it wrapped up, and there was a situation where I think the play clock was about to run down, and the center was still making his calls, and the center and quarterback got into it on the field during a national championship. They was winning.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. The accountability between each other. Like, hey, you got to stop doing this. Well, you got to stop doing this. Okay, then that's what we're going to do. And then the next possession, all right, good job, big dog. That's football. That's the essence of football. Because you definitely learn more in a loss than you do a win. But with Freeze, it's the same thing over and over. And Marcus, well, like I said, I was texting with Marcus, and he said, "Well, Huggy, you called it, but bro, I wish I was wrong." But how do you go a whole quarter without running the ball? Like, how is that even possible? You didn't get into a 3rd and 1. You didn't get into a 2nd and 3. How do you go that long without running the ball? And you've got the running back.
Let me be the coordinator. Just go let me be the offensive coordinator.
That's what I said.
Y'all would have got tired of seeing outside zone left, zone right, dive left, dive right, sweep here, sweep there. Hey, I would have been tired of me. Because that's all I'm calling. That's all I'm calling.
Like, I kept during the game, I kept thinking in my head, I kept seeing that old black and white film of Lombardi. You get a seal here, you get a seal here, and you run this play in the alley. Like, that's what I meant the other night by the presentation of football has changed, but the basics of football has not changed. Whoever runs the ball and tackles better than the other team will always win the game. They just will. You cannot. It was like watching somebody play Madden or something, running they don't really know how to play it like a real game. Just run the deep ball, run the deep ball. You have got to make the adjustment of, hey, for whatever reason, we can't stop nobody on the and I'll point this out. I didn't see Texas A&M do no exotic, nobody ever seen these schemes. They would look like they was running basic blitz schemes, and it was working. And every time you snap the ball, I don't know about everybody else, but every time Auburn has snapped the ball this year, and I've been watching, the first thing I look for is, okay, who's sacking him? Well, there's the pressure. Oh, we made a play. Where's the flag at? Oh, there it is. And you can't say I'm just, you just being negative, because I'm glad Nick and everybody pointing that out. All the people that are always, y'all just being negative. Well, yeah, there's a lot of negative mess going on. This is bull job, and it's only going to get worse. And that locker room it seems like there's a divide between the offense and the defense, and it's going to get worse. The worse the offense looks, defense is going to get fed up with this. And Hugh Freeze has lost his team, but righteously, I don't know if he's ever had it in the first place. The team, if I'm on that team and I'm in any leadership position, I roll my eyes every time he opens his mouth. Because you already know it's going to be the same regurgitated coach speak,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing is going to change. But like I said, bro, they need to make Hugh Freeze take an Uber back to Auburn. The O-line coach need to be told, you just need to get a hotel, bro.
That's what's up, man.
You need to go sit in a room by yourself and think about your actions. You hear me?
For real, man. I got
It's
you, bro.
unacceptable, fellas. But
I got you.
y'all stay super fly.
All right, man. We got Tez coming in the house, man. Let me catch up right quick, and we're gonna bring Tez in and get his thoughts, man. Wade said Freeze sucks as a play caller. Terrell says I've been saying he sucks for 3 years now. Do y'all believe me? Yes, we do, man. Hey, TJ says we will never win with Hugh. DC Wolf hit the transfer portal. Fire Freeze. I'm done. Stan says, please fire Freeze. What's up, Stan? How you doing, man? Mo Dizzle says, why are we not running at all? Galaxy 74 says the whole game, man. They're saying get him, Marcus. It's Deuce time. I'm ready for Deuce. Oh my God. O-line is so bad. What are we doing? Bubba said he close to giving up, man. He this close to giving up, man. Golly, man. That's bad. Fire everybody. This is not a good team, man. He said, man, y'all better hit that like button. Man, hit the like button. Everybody in there, man, hit the like button. If you're on your phone, man, X out of the comments, hit the like button and come back in. Hit the like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Go and get this 100 likes we got in here, man. D. McCray says, fire Freeze. This hurts so bad to watch. Yeah, it did, man. 65 is trash. Fire Jake Thornton. Like I said last week, fire Thornton. Dang, what's going on, man? This team has no leader. Travell says, not me. I've been told y'all he sucked. Someone called Patrick Nix. I need him. Nah, man. The head coach Jackson on is trash. What's up, Jeffrey Barber? Offensive line coach is out. Tez wanted me to tell y'all he ain't home cause he hitting the Ricky hair punch from Boys in the Hood. All right, man. Tez, let's go, man. Talk to me, Tez.
Hold on. What's going on, fellas?
You, man.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
This the
I'm
crew
gonna
back.
tell y'all,
This is
man.
the crew back in, man. Let's do it.
I want to tell y'all, man. If y'all didn't know, or if anybody in the chat didn't know, I'm actually a professional photographer and videographer.
Okay.
So sometimes my Saturdays I miss games. I tend to watch them on the rewatch.
Okay.
And this is one of the games I missed the entirety of. I only caught the
Are you
final
serious?
score. I was in the boonies and I just got cell service. When I got back near to my house, y'all can tell I'm kind of walking in the house right now.
Okay.
So I would love for a recap from you guys, man, real quick. And then I can kind of give you my opinions off of that, man. But yeah, I didn't see any of the game, but I can look. I don't see no tissue in Marcus's frame right there, so I know. Yeah, it's probably
Tez.
disheartening, man. So y'all give me a recap.
You want
Man.
to
Let
do
me
it?
know
You
what
said
it
you want me to do it.
Go ahead, Marcus, man.
it don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. I'm that bad.
You want to
Damn
recap?
bad, bro.
You really want to recap?
Yeah, man.
Recap. Trash. Trash. All right, but nah, man. Recap is like you said. Basically everybody they didn't even really stack the box like that, bro. They dared us to score when we passed the ball the whole time. We played them like we played Oklahoma for real. We passed the ball unnecessarily, and we didn't. And neither one of our running backs touched the ball to run the football to the second quarter with 5:58 left.
Can you imagine that, man?
We didn't have a rushing attempt from our running backs to the second quarter under 6 minutes.
Wow.
Brother, think about this, Tez. The
Did you just
defense
throw it
scored
in the
more
box
than the
the whole
offense
game,
scored.
or like
Our defense had more yards than our
The
offense.
defense scored more than the offense, man. The offense scored 3 points.
wow.
The defense scored. The defense scored more. He took that ball down there to the 1 yard line, bro. On the pickoff.
He played them like they had Oklahoma D line. Like he was intimidated to run the football.
Wow.
That's how he played. He called runs for. He actually did exactly what he did last week. He called nothing but runs for Jackson Arnold. Our offensive line was very undisciplined again, Ted. So yes, we played behind the line on first down a lot. A lot of successful plays got negated due to holding. Our defense was our bright spot, but like Huggy said, they can work on things because outside of a lot of penalties that were pushed back on Texas A&M, it would have been bad for our defense a little bit too. But Texas A&M had a lot of inflicting penalties on offense. But outside of that, our defense came to play, bro. They was on the field the whole game.
Yeah, man.
Yes, he came out on the first drive and threw 3 passing plays back to back to back. That lets you know how the game was going.
Bro, it was. I don't know if I don't know if I felt this defeated watching the Auburn game before.
I haven't.
Am I okay? Tell me, y'all tell me in the comments. Am I exaggerating?
That's a big statement, DC.
Tell y'all. Okay, y'all tell me. I want the comments to tell me if I'm exaggerating. Did we have a game like this last year with Peyton Thorne? Bro, we didn't score. Hear what I'm saying, bro. We did not complete a third down conversion.
Tez, when I say
we didn't complete a third down conversion, dog.
It was that deflating, Tez.
How do you not complete not one third down conversion?
It was that deflating. I don't know, man. My hands is up after this one, bro.
It happens, man. I mean, I don't know. I hadn't seen the game, but like,
bro, when you see it, Tez,
it don't happen this way, Tez. You can't have an offensive coach. You can't have an offensive coach and it happens this way. It don't happen this way. And then we had so many opportunities to go win the game in the fourth quarter by itself, Tez. We had so many opportunities.
Yeah,
he called the wrong plays.
Yeah,
we on our last drive, we on a 4th and 1, and he's dropping back to throw the ball. And all we need is the first down. Get back to the line, and then we can call another play. But yet he dropped back. We got sacked on 4th and 1.
The defense give him to keep giving the offense the ball back. We driving. We got a 4th and 1, dude. This dude is dropping back. And took a sack on 4th and 1 for the last play of the game.
I can't you can't make no excuse for the game he called, bro. Like the pass play.
Would y'all say it was play calling?
Bro, it was everything, Tez. We had penalties, bro. We had offensive penalties just on every drive, bro.
All I would say is, Tez, when you say we have to win games by passing the ball, we're not going to win games by passing the ball if you can't get creative with the pass. Cam Coleman can't keep just lining up in one spot doing the same little 3 routes that he be doing. You can't just keep having Eric Singleton to do the same routes he be doing. You're going to have to move them guys across the field. You're going to have to put them in matchup situations where they can exploit the defense. If he's going to keep calling pass-happy offenses, he's got to figure out a way to make it explosive. We're running the same passes that we've been running the same 3 years, and people just sit back daring us to score on them, Ted.
And bro, y'all
they
know
daring us to score. They saying, y'all figure out how to score. Our offense, don't even have to put up points.
Bro, y'all know I'm a Brandon Frazier truther. Bro, he
looked good today. He looked good.
Brandon
Frazier, bro, like why we? But okay, this dude, we get a drive. He start throwing to Brandon Frazier. He catching everything, bro. Then we don't see him no more. Like, bro, what it happened? Like, what are we doing? You hitting the tight end, bro. Okay, let's keep doing it.
How did Texas A&M look? Did they look like a dynamic team?
No. Bro, our defense was our defense was doing that deal to them. The offense just couldn't move the ball. The defense give them the ball, they give it right back to them.
I would
Defense
say
give them
this
the ball,
is
they give it right back to them. The first drive was typical DJ Durkin. He let them just go straight down the field and score.
I would say this, Tez. Our rushing defense didn't look as good as games in the past. We gave up over 100 on the ground to a lackluster rushing offense. They was able to run. They was able to challenge our interior defensive line for real. The concerns that we had this offseason about that, they kind of exposed that a little bit to me. But they had so many self-inflicted penalties with holdings and that type of stuff to put them in bad situations. To our defense, you was able to allow our edge rushers to affect the game a whole lot more. So like that's a concern going forward. But still, Durkin for some reason Durkin knows how to challenge his defense. He knows how to make adjustments to get those guys up. Only thing I'm worried about with Durkin are the game closing drives. That's the only thing I can worry about with Durkin.
But in this game, Marcus, he did it.
Yeah. Outside of that, man, that's what I said. Like I can't really be mad at Durkin. But man, you got to go, bro. Like we would not. I just can't see us being a successful team if it's still the same story as for the last couple years. It's been the same story. Defense keep you in the game to the fourth quarter. Hugh can't call the plays to get you over the hump, and then he gets in the press conference and give you a whole bunch of, well, this didn't happen, this didn't happen, this didn't happen. And we be like, yeah, we seen that, Hugh. It ain't your fault. Yeah, right. Hugh. O-line did that. We seen it. You telling the truth. It couldn't be you. You too good of a play caller for us to believe that. You too good of an offensive guru for you to do that. He mismanages games. He mismanages talent. He doesn't know how to use the talent that is at his disposal. If your offensive line is suffering in pass protection, run the football. Hold they down. Put a running back over there to help. We're suffering. Our tackles are suffering in pass protection. Man, this is not just this game. This has been all year in flashes. This has been the offseason. My bad.
How are our tackles? This is what I don't understand. Like, for the life of me, and I like I said, I didn't see this game, and I saw the Oklahoma game, and judging by what you telling me, Marcus, how are our tackles suffering in pass protection when you got Mason Murphy, who was an elite tackle, and you got Xavier Chapman, who was an NFL tackle. Like if he hadn't came to Auburn, he would have been a second, third round pick.
Tez, the SEC is exposing him. Chapman,
and you remember I said that. I said it. I was like, when we had all this glazing, I'm like, man, let him play a SEC game first. I always say that.
But that doesn't happen, man. That leads to coaching. That doesn't happen. You don't go from not allowing a sack your entire career. I don't care what level you playing.
Man, he was in ACC, Tez.
It doesn't matter, bro. Like if you're not allowing a sack, that means you have good technique, right? Like that means you have to have good technique. Like physically,
Keldrick Fawkes though.
Yeah, but man, it's a fundamental problem. Honestly, I think that there's two positions. I agree with
that you just don't fall off like that.
Yeah, like, there's two positions that need to be evaluated. That as far as coaches, and there's offensive line coach, because you can't have a group of seniors jumping off sides. Like that's unacceptable. Like you cannot have a group of 4-year players. You've been here for 4 years. You've been playing college football for 4 years, and you still jumping off sides. That cannot happen. That's coaching. And then like Xavier Chaplin and Mason Murphy, they come from other conferences, true, but they were pretty decent at those other conferences. You don't just fall off a cliff. I understand the SEC is the SEC, and we got SEC pass rushers. I get that, but like you cannot just fall off a cliff as a tackle. In order to put up stats where you don't allow a sack or you don't allow a pressure in an entire season, you have to have good technique. Like that tells me you have to have good technique. You come to the SEC, there is something about the way they're being coached the way this offense is being coached,
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
is putting our tackles at stress to the way, like I just don't believe that every time we find a tackle, they just bums.
Mhm.
Well,
Like
well, the thing
I
about it
can't
is,
believe that.
Mhm.
well,
Mhm.
Tez, if you paying attention to the offense, he's putting his tackles on islands by themselves.
Yeah,
And
like
like to
it's
DC
got
to
to be
DC's
something
point,
more than just like they just can't cut it in the SEC.
But see, one
I
now,
don't believe that.
now one thing Hugh Freeze did say is Jackson Arnold, his drops are too far. He said his drops are his. He noticed that in the was it the South Alabama game? He was like he noticed, he looked at the film and was like, man, why is he 9 yards in the backfield? He was like, there's no way your tackles can cover that. There's no way your tackles can ain't cover that angle. He's too
Oh,
too
well,
far in his drops. You know what I'm saying?
in
So
his defense, in this game, DC, he did a good job of reading the pressure a little bit. I seen him a lot of times.
Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I seen him a
I
lot
agree.
of times step. I
I
seen
agree.
a lot of
I agree.
times step up in the
I
pocket.
agree.
He filled
I
out the
agree.
pocket.
I
His
agree.
accuracy is still a problem.
Yeah.
His accuracy is still a problem. Going back to what Ted said last week, the timing of those routes are still a problem. It's just, but at a certain point, man, we heard this from Hugh Freeze. His concern was what this offseason? The drop back game, the passing game. He's my gripe with him is, especially in games like this, you're not putting your players in the best position to win. You're just calling your offense and hoping for the best result.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
right.
I agree. I
So
agree wholeheartedly
so
with that, man.
so here's the thing about Texas A&M, that like this game right here. Honestly, I was more just to be honest with you, and I hadn't seen the game, but I was more worried about coming into the season. I was more worried about this game than the Oklahoma game,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense, because I feel like Texas A&M, in all honesty, one-on-one, they have the talent, right? Like when you start going down their roster, Concepcion is a talent. Mario Craver is a talent. Terry Bussey is a talent. Le'Veon Moss is a talent. Like even Marcel Reed is a talent. Like they have the talent. When you start looking at the rosters in the SEC, you got Georgia, you got Alabama, and then third it's probably Texas A&M. Like these players are talented. Now, are they well coached? Probably not. But neither are we. How do you beat Texas A&M? You have to be a unit and well coached to beat Texas A&M, because in one-on-one matchups, this is what worried me about this game. It was we rely on one-on-one matchups and 50-50 balls a lot. And like this team is chock full of talent. It just is. Like, sure, they haven't performed up to it, but individually, these players are talent. I'm looking at the stats now. This is the first time I'm getting a look at this. You got Le'Veon Moss, 21 carries, 139 yards, 6.6 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. Like that is Le'Veon Moss. He is a talent. Like every SEC school in America, every SEC school in the conference wanted this player. You know what I'm saying? Mario Craver is the same way. Every single SEC school wanted him as a receiver. So like they have a roster that's full of talent. You cannot sleep on them. We just aren't a well-coached football team.
All right, that's
I haven't seen the game, but I'm looking at the stats
problem, bro.
and I
It's
see
the problem.
and I see Jackson Arnold 15 carries, Jeremiah Cobb 6. We are not a
That's
well-coached
crazy,
football team.
bro. That's crazy.
We-
How does Jeremiah Cobb only have 6 carries?
He had 6 last week, DC.
12 carries in 2 games is
He had 6 last week. When I said this last week, everybody was like, it just wasn't. You can't, in a situation where you're an offensive coach, you have to run your game plan around the situations that until you have to pivot. Our coach just does. He just, all right, I'm finna go and pass. Well, like Kendall said, his game plan is to pass the ball. So he's doing what he wants to do.
But Robert, I don't think we missed on Jackson Arnold and Xavier, because I feel like if you give those 2 players to any other school in this conference, they'll be happy. Like, you don't think Alabama would be happy to have Xavier at left tackle right now? You don't think it's a ton of other schools that would be well, I'm just saying, I'm talking about just from coaching standpoint. Like Jackson Arnold could start for a lot of schools. Like I just don't think we missed on them. I think it's time, honestly. I haven't seen this game, but I think it's time to start evaluating the coaching and the coaching staff. It's
Oh,
as simple as
it's
that. Like we
time.
had the
That's fair,
talent.
man.
These are talented players, bro. Everybody in the
It's
world
time.
wanted Jackson Arnold. Everybody in the world wanted Xavier Chaplin when he was in the transfer portal. Like we cannot just say like we just missed on these players. Like we did not miss on these players. We're not utilizing them up to their talents, though. I can tell you that much. Jackson Arnold at another school outside of Oklahoma when they had the whole injury snafu or whatever. I can argue if you put Jackson Arnold on Kentucky's roster right now, he'd be having a better season individually than he's having right here now at Auburn. We're not maximizing talent at all.
I agree. You're not putting him in a situation to succeed. You know what I'm saying? You know what his deficiencies are. So it's like you like trying to, man, say, despite this dude deficiencies, I'm gonna just go hard with doing what he is most deficient at. Let's do that.
Did he not do the same thing with Payne Thorne?
Yeah, it makes
He did the same thing with Payne Thorne.
Yeah.
Payne Thorne went out and won this game,
It's
though.
a coaching situation.
So Payne Thorne went out and won this game, though. Payne Thorne went out and put up 338 yards against Oklahoma. Listen, last year when I kept saying 2,700 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 12 picks, and everybody kept telling me that Payne Thorne was trash, and we started looking at the offense, and I'm like, listen, it's not all on the quarterback. It's not. It can't be. Right? And now we're seeing it. Now we have a better quarterback. Jackson Arnold is a better quarterback than Payne Thorne. Don't get that twisted. Don't let these games misconstrue that in your head. You start thinking that Payne Thorne is not a good quarterback. I mean, Jackson Arnold is not a good quarterback. Jackson Arnold was a 5-star plus prospect. He's a better quarterback. He's a better thrower of the football than Payne Thorne. He's a better runner than Payne Thorne. He's a better decision maker in the RPO than Payne Thorne. But what he's not, it's like he's not. He's just a regular quarterback. In this coaching staff, like, oh man, like I said, I got to watch this game. I don't want to give too much without watching this game. I'm just looking at the box score, and it just looks like I'm looking at all the talent and all the talented names, and I'm looking at the stats, and it looks like just a coaching snafu. It looks like the coaching was just
coaching was horrible.
Just went down mid, bro.
Yeah,
it was Ted, but I will say this: after this game and after you watch it, I don't think you would say that he's a clean cut passer better than Payne Thorne. I think he's a better runner than Payne Thorne. After this game, we can say that, but passing wise, he got to get better, man. Like he got to get more accurate. But in a situation like you were saying, Ted, if we know his deficiencies and we know, because at this point, I'm starting to feel like it's just a scheme deficiency, not a quarterback.
31, though.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It ain't even Marcus. I don't think it's a scheme deficiency. I just think it's what y'all said last year, man. I just think it's a situational football personnel situation where it's just like, dude, if you know your quarterback can't throw an out, as an example, okay, why every play you throwing an out play?
Yeah,
it's just like it's mind-boggling. Like you go to the very thing that's your deficiency and just keep doing it over and over again.
What you do.
And so he told us before the Bella game, he said, man, we're having problems one-on-one defending the drop back pass.
The reason why I say it's a scheme deficiency in DC is if you watch that game, first down, what we doing? Stop route outside Cam Coleman on either side. You seen how when they got used to seeing that because we ran it repetitively, what they started doing? The defense started lining up outside far enough to affect that route. So he can jump that if it's a stop route or if it's a slant route.
That's what I would do.
But
that's what I'm saying. Like it's easy to adjust to his scheme. Ted.
So you saying he don't have other plays? Follow what I'm saying.
I'm saying he doesn't know how to win games.
What I'm saying, Hugh Freeze he has other plays, and he has other plays. He just, what I'm saying is, situationally, bro, he just choosing to do that.
He's predictable, DC.
I'm saying
I agree with that. No, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree.
There are coaches,
and it's to a detriment of the team at this point.
Like, I agree.
I agree with that. At a certain point, when you're that predictable, when year after year a defensive coordinator doesn't have to change up his defensive scheme or how to defend what you're doing, that's a detriment to the team.
I agree.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like, man, Hugh Freeze and his system it's one way, right? He wants to win one way. And if he cannot win that way, we lose football games. He's not going to adjust to try to win a different way. Like, and you need, in order to win that one way, you need players with experience. This is Jackson Arnold's first year. This is Mason Murphy's first year in this system.
You don't have time for that, Ted.
This is Xavier Chaplin's first year.
Bro,
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not making an excuse for the players, but I'm just saying, like, it's a flawed system. If you need 3 years of experience for it to work, there's no, with the transfer portal and the way college football is now, there's no world where that's going to happen. You always going to have inexperienced players all over the field, right? And you always going to have deficiencies all over the field, bro. And it's like, man, I just wonder, like, what did we lean? I can't wait to watch this game, but I'm looking at the box score and it's like, what did we lean on? What did we try to? I see we 17 for 31.
The defense.
The defense.
Well,
I mean, defense, bro. The defense.
If you 17 for 31, then you had to lean on the passing game.
Yeah, but they
the quarterback run.
Yes, I told you what we did,
and it wasn't working.
He caught it just like Oklahoma. That's what we did at Oklahoma, correct?
Yeah. And we're gonna bring in Mr. 21, and then we're gonna bring in Terrell back in. Mo Dizzle says, when the SEC you have to run the ball. What's up, Maine? He said, I feel for the defense. The offense let them down bad today. They did. Bring Rhett Lashley back. I'm ready to see Ashton Daniels. Dang, watching this.
Rhett Lashley take this though.
He said, watching this, knowing our offense can't score is crazy, man. This pass habit offense does not work in the SEC. Bye-bye recruits and current players. The defense, we have to be balanced. We do. Mercer is the only win I see as of now. Oh, man, I don't know, bro. This look just like last year on offense. Defense keep them in the games. Maine says right at TJ Lou. I think Marcus went out. Okay. Let me do this, and I'm gonna bring the call. I'm gonna bring you in, Mr. 21. Hold on just a second, man. CJ says, I have no pushback for calling for his job at this point. I was positive for long as I could, but completely inept. Yes, man. All the losses look the same. They do. You got 4 or 5, I guess, 5 receivers and a stable running backs, and didn't get utilized like they should be. Penalty University, man. The penalties tells
Penalty University.
Penalty, yeah, man.
I mean,
this was on the coaching. It was, man. Cartel Phillips, what's up, Cartel? I'm here for the excuses for Hugh Freeze, man. We ain't got none. What's up, Tight Sports? He said, I want to vent. Drop the link. It's in there. It's at the top of the link. I'll drop it again.
What's the penalties look like this game? Just out of curiosity.
Huh?
I'm just looking at the penalties. Oh, so we had 10 for 69 in penalties. Texas A&M had 13 for 119 in penalties.
Yeah, they penalties.
And we won the turnover. Like, bro, listen. If a team, I cannot stress this enough. I have not seen this game. I have not. I want y'all to understand that. If a team loses, if a team wins the penalty battle and the turnover battle, both of those, and they don't win the football game, that's coaching.
Yeah,
that's coaching. If another team out penalties you and out turnovers you, and you still lose this football game by a touchdown, that's coaching. I don't know what other way to put it. It's coaching.
But wasn't it the same last week? Almost.
I mean, it was the same last week, but I don't think Oklahoma like think about it, bro. They it's 10 points on the board right now.
Yeah.
That's almost 18 for 33. He was like 21 for 33 in that game. Like, he was a better passer in that game. I don't think Oklahoma. I think Texas A&M probably looked at the Oklahoma game and said, "Hey, we just gonna stick with this, and then we got the talent to run it, and we gonna stick with this, and then y'all just not gonna move the ball."
Like, yeah, that's what they did though. But for you to challenge an offensive coach like that, and all he can respond with is 3 points offensively, It's time for him to go.
I just feel like this probably, like I said, I hadn't watched the game, but I feel like this probably would have been a different game had we connected on 3 or 4 of those deep balls and won that Oklahoma game, and put that fear in Texas A&M, like, hey, we can beat you over the top. But
Yeah,
I just feel like they probably, and I knew this coming in the game, they probably had no confidence that we could beat them 1-on-1 over the top. They probably had no confidence because we hadn't shown it. So,
man,
I don't know.
Yeah, TJ Luce typed you funny. He says the only TD they had was a defensive TD, which it was, man. The coaches are condoning it with the penalties, man.
Whoa.
This is wild. Yeah, it is. Jay Flowers is wild. He said, I think if we wanted to run the ball more, the offensive line may have looked a little better. They would. They would. Freeze is fast after he is. Somebody said in the comments of another thing, they said Freeze has a passing fetish. I said, we need Gus back. I don't know about that. What y'all think about that? What is the definition of insanity? Hugh Freeze play calling, doing what doesn't work over and over and over and over. Yes, absolutely. It's in there tight. The boy might follow Hughes' lead. Jesus Christ. Okay, I got to go watch that game, man. Big C says, why we threw the ball all 3 downs when we only needed 1 yard. And we about to bring in Mr. 21. Greg, who needed OC? Couldn't even score a freaking offensive TD. That's crazy, man. How we not run at all? The transfer portal is about to be lit up like a Christmas tree at Auburn. The coach tighten up in clutch moments, which translates to the players' results in losing close games. Yeah, I believe that too, man. We're cooked in the transfer portal, and we are cooked on signing day. Just keep my B-ball team together at this point. Ready to see some 3-pointers. Me too, man. Sharpshooters. Tough loss. Yes, it was. What's going on, Sharp? 8 rushes for the running backs. What up with that, B-Mac?
Yeah.
That's 8 rushes for all the running back. Okay.
Hey, man, listen.
Jaquez doesn't misplay for you. I want you to take some deep breaths, Nick. You cooking, but breathe. That's when Nick was going crazy. You got to go back and look at that. I don't know if you saw that, Taz, man. Everybody was on. Yeah, you got to go back and look at that one, man. That was wild. Robert's cooking at Wake Forest, so we know what the problem is. Hugh Freeze. Auburn can regroup, beat Georgia, finish the season. Chris, you got some faith, man.
Wait a minute. I missed the Nick rant.
Boy, what we did, we just took the thing down, and it was what, 7 of us on the screen. Yeah, just 7, man. Nick went ham, bro. You got.
I missed the Nick rant. I'm mad about that.
Nick went ballistic.
Everybody rant, bro.
Yeah, bro. It went ballistic again.
Nick, text me, man, and redo the rant. And send a voice message so I can hear it.
He had a good QB. He can't do anything with a bad O-line for real, man. No, Austin Hill said y'all gonna blame the refs. No, it was I don't know, Austin, but if we like played your team to the wire and could have beat them, then you might want to examine your team. If this team took your team to the wire at home,
it took you 7 tries to get that profile picture. Chill out.
Austin Hill, wrong stream and wrong game. You're a week late. Yeah, man. Wade Lewis says make Nick's the OC, man, bro. Hugh Freeze is terrible. CJ, y'all had OUs. Okay, man. Come on, man. Let's be civil. The refs not the problem. Y'all crucified me when I said promote Dirk. Who did? Not using Singleton and Cam Wright is ridiculous. Cartel done. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know. Everyone owes Peyton Thorne an apology. It's 99% coaching. All right, Mr. 21, you ready? Talk to me, Mr. 21.
Let's go.
You got me?
Yeah, we got you, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. You guys have already said a lot, but yeah, Tez, good luck watching that game later for you. All you're going to see is
it can't be that bad,
man. It's bad.
Yes, it can, Tez. Yes, it can.
I mean,
I can't wait.
I'm looking at the chart right now. I mean, first drive, three and out. Second, 3 and out. 5 and out.
Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing.
3 and out. 9. The only time where the game kind of changed for Auburn on offense is when they went to 2 tight ends somewhere in the third quarter. That's when they started moving the ball a little bit better. But even then, they went back to throwing the ball and they got themselves in trouble again. So, yeah, for me looking at this, I heard all week from all the shows that, Texas A&M had this bad rushing defense.
They did.
And, thought we were going to be able to run the ball, but he didn't even try. Hugh Freeze is like we said, he's doing what he wants to do with his offense, and he's going to crash and burn doing it that way. So the 8 carries is crazy. In my opinion, I believe Hugh Freeze really wasted his opportunity. I thought this man was trying to fight to get back into the SEC, and he came in his first 2 years and didn't coach. He just recruited. You wasted 2 years of time of building this team's foundation, and now we're here. And you have, let's say you were building a house. You have all the shiny new appliances. You have everything that you need that's 2025 with the Cam Coleman's and the Singleton. However, you built this new house on the bad foundation, and that's why you can't win one possession football games. Undisciplined, no attention to detail. When you're in the clutch, you just can't function. With, I think it was like 4 minutes left, or maybe it was when 2 minutes left when we had the football and we had a chance to win the game. We had 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Called all passes. Run the ball, man. At least run the ball on first down to get the drive started.
Preach.
And then you took a loss. It's just like, dude, like, and then I'm not sure if you guys watched when we came back out of the first quarter. Did Hugh Freeze say that we got in trouble down there, the first quarter because our line couldn't block? I'm like, dude, you didn't run the football. Like, you knew that last game that they couldn't block.
He said it the first game, Mr. 21. We got Mr. 21 on Tiger Bent, man. He said it the first game. He said we got problems covering, we got problems blocking one-on-one in the drop back game. But
you come out this game doing the same thing. So that's why I'm off his train, man. Like he is not he is a coach who wants the players to come already in assembled so he can just call plays. That's when I put in the chat that there's a difference between a play caller and somebody that's just calling plays. Lane Kiffin's, Sarkisian, they're play callers. It's like a dance when they're calling plays. They're paying attention to the game. Hugh Freeze just calls plays. That's it. Like I said, I wish I knew what he did during the week, but that's what's disappointing to me, man. You wasted 2 years. You set this foundation. Now we're here. Now you expect them to play. You got the talent, but now you just expect them just to execute. You're not teaching. So
yeah, I agree with that. Man.
I was actually earlier this week when I was watching you guys' earlier show. I was kind of shocked though because I predicted them to lose this game. But when you guys all predicted them to win and the scores, I'm just like, man, I don't know how y'all see it, man. Like it's hard to, I'm military driven. That's what I grew up in. It's hard to get a team to function and win when you don't set the foundation from the get go. You can have all the best snipers in the world, but if you ain't got a good foundation of a team, how are you going to succeed? So we're just going to continue to keep hitting our head on this rock as we move forward.
Yeah, I'll say this, Mr. 21. It's like what it is, and you saw the proof. It's like, think about this. Our predictions are not far off because you see the proof that, bro, if they had an ounce of execution, they would be undefeated right now. That's what we're looking at. It's like, and I think, man, a lot of people have given up on the fact that, okay, we're not going to see it. What you're thinking is you saw it in the Oklahoma game. So obviously a person saw it. He's going to go get this fixed and get this execution stuff, this jumping outside stuff fixed. They're going to go practice it and they're going to fix it. And then, man, we just going to blow doors. Bro, obviously they're not. You know what I'm saying?
There's no discipline, attention to detail. You should have done all that in the spring.
Yeah. Me and you, bro, right there. And I'm telling you, and I'm right there with you, Mr. 21. That is the problem with this team is discipline and attention to detail. They don't have it, bro. I don't know if they just practice their plays one time and just be like, okay, that's good. Let's go to the next one. There's a fundamental execution / attention to detail problem with this organization.
It's like why are we trying to act like we waited to the Oklahoma game to see it? We seen it in the South Alabama game.
Seen the Ball State game.
Honestly, truth is, when we changed how we were running those games because we couldn't pass the ball and we start running more, leaning more on the run game, we seen the deficiencies in the pass game against lesser competition. So that's why when we play Oklahoma, I said run the ball because we seen the deficiencies when we tried to pass it against weaker competition. Then we go play the best defense that we played, and then we look like crap. Then we come back with the same game plan against a defense that's not even as good to me as that Oklahoma defense, and we run the same game plan.
Yeah,
I think Mr. 21, bro, you hit on something that's very, very instrumental that kind of got glossed over. Is like, bro, we have not shown in previous years with under Hugh Freeze an ability to craft an offense for real, for what he wants to do. Like this is all, for all intents and purposes, this is the first year of the Hugh Freeze offense. In previous years, we have not seen it. We've seen like these dumbed down versions of offense because he's been focused on recruiting, right? And I think like I think like a lot of what you're seeing is like a guy who's thinking that like you can take 2 years off and then with superior talent implement your system in 1 year and they can just get it and win. And I don't think that's the case, right? Year one, he didn't throw the ball at all. I want like people forget about that year. First year, Hugh Freeze, football, Peyton Thorne went for 1,700 yards. We literally were a service academy offense. We were running the triple option almost. Like we didn't even throw the ball. We didn't even attempt to throw the ball at all. And then the last year was kind of a mix between the two, but we had a lot of miscues and critical moments. And then now what we have is just like we're trying to put something on the field that has not been done before in his tenure at all. It just hasn't. Because if it was done before, you would have receivers that were on the same page. You would have majority of the offensive line is on the same page. Even Jackson Arnold coming from high school running this same system would be on the same page. Like, but you don't see that because it's like I wonder how much of this offense did they get in year one and year two. I really do. Versus what they're trying to accomplish this year. Because it looks like a bunch of inexperienced players, bro. Like it does. I mean, and I haven't watched this game, but through the 3 games that I have watched, it looks like a bunch of true freshmen out there trying to run a complex system that they don't understand. That's what it looks like to me. And I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, I don't think you can run this offense right now. He needs to change. Or we're going to have the same result. You just can't run it. And then he's stubborn and he's not going to change either.
So let me ask you this, Mr. 21. This is an interesting question. Why not? When you look at the talent on this roster and what we have, why can't we run this offense?
Because I don't think the scheme is right. I don't think, with all the crossing routes, I think they are very predictable. Like Marcus said earlier, they're running the same stuff. Kind of like Aaron Murray said the same thing. You guys, you're running flats and stuff against quarters. Like why? Like,
right.
You're not even.
Right.
It's not even making sense with the plays you're calling. So that's number one. Number two, I don't think they're getting coached. I think Perry Thompson. The reason why he's not on the field because he's not getting coached.
Right. I don't see him on the box score. So apparently he didn't play.
He played, but he's not getting trained. And I just think underneath Hugh Freeze, he doesn't teach. He just expects you. He just wants to use your talent in his offense, and that should be enough. But he's not teaching anything. Cam Coleman's getting what he's going to get just off of his talent alone. Again today, he just ran a bunch of stop and goes again. Some comeback route, same stuff.
Yeah, and that's what it's been. I mean, so here's the thing. Like I don't. There's a lot of head coaches that don't teach. Right. It's a lot of head coaches that are living off 10 years ago. And but like who do you hire? Right. We got to start looking at Marcus Davis at this point. We just have to. Right.
To hire?
No, I'm just saying, just as a receiver coach.
Okay.
This is what, year 3?
Okay, I got you.
And we've seen no notable progression, right? Like if you take away, think about this from 3 years. Name a 3rd-year receiver for Auburn right now. You can't. You cannot. Right? We should have a 3rd-year receiver right now that started under Hugh Freeze, that is in his 3rd year under Hugh Freeze right now, that knows the system, that's probably getting a lion's share of the targets, but we don't have one because I guess for all intents and purposes, development at the receiver position has not been up to par. And I want to give a shout out. Like and I hate to have to do this because I think when he said this, he was just trolling and saying Bama's good and Auburn's trash. But B Sharp mentioned this last year about Marcus Davis as a receiver coach and how he would develop these receivers that we have. The receiver room doesn't look developed. Like it just doesn't. And the reason why I say that is because I believe that as a coach, if you have a developed receiving room, you would be. If these guys can run all the routes, then I don't think that Hugh Freeze would limit them. Like you know what I mean? I just don't think that they're. You know, you have to start questioning development. You got Cam, like Mr. 21 said, you got Cam Coleman who's making plays off pure talent. You got Eric Singleton who came from a school we saw the talent that he has, but outside of that, where are you seeing the separation? Where are you seeing the big plays? Where are you seeing like these guys getting open and making anything happen? It's just not there. They just names on the roster that look good when we compare it to other rosters, but on the field, I mean, even Cam Coleman, like I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but like Cam Coleman looks good in slow motion replay. But at the end of these games, when we look at the stat sheet, what do we got here? 4 for 18, 4.5 yards a catch, no touchdown. Last game was 3 for 88 and 1 touchdown. Like it's I don't know how to say it because like I know that people love the wide receiver position and the wide receiver room that we have. I know that, and I don't want to rub the people the wrong way, but like, I mean, these guys got to be developed. They come in with talent, but like you gotta pour into them so they can become something. The same thing with the offensive line. Like the offensive line is chock full of talent. We should not have free rushers coming in at our quarterback.
Or can't handle a simple twist.
Yeah, that happened to Jackson Arnold at Oklahoma with all backup offensive linemen. Here he is with an offensive line that he's probably looking at, and he's seeing the tweets, he's seeing everything that's been being projected, he's seeing how high these guys are being touted and projected, and then he's sitting back there taking 3 or 4 steps, and they can't pick up a twist. You got a defensive tackle in your lap every play. So, like, man, something has to be like, we cannot keep just pointing our fingers at these players and saying, oh, we missed on this, we missed on that. He's not the guy. Like, we have to get that development. We have to get these players to the next level to perform at a clip where we can win football games. I did not watch this game, but I know that a better developed team would have won that Oklahoma game. They just would have. You wouldn't have had all those false starts. You wouldn't have all those miscues on the deep balls. We would have won that game, even with everything that happened. And so, like, I'm looking at this game, man, and I'm looking at it, and I mean, where do I find offensively? Where do I find the development? Who's the guy? What are we leaning on?
Nothing, because everything looked bad.
This game is not a good representation because it was literally, I mean, we scored 3 points. There was nothing at all.
Yeah, but if we scored 3 points, I would love to see Cam Coleman with 7 catches, 8 catches. You know what I'm saying? In a minuscule yard line. But like, bro, four grabs. Eric Singleton with 8 for 56.
Yeah. Brandon
Frazier with 5 for 28. Now, I know Brandon Frazier is a reliable pass catching target, but once he catches the ball, he's Jason Witten. He's gonna hit the turf. He's not finna get you no yards after the catch.
Yeah, but when he was in the game, though, that's when they went to that 2 tight end look, and that's when they were moving the ball because they were kind of running like an NFL offense. Then
as soon as they start moving the ball, they went away from it. They
started on that drive. I think they ran a run play on the outside. They hit him out the flat, coming out the backfield, a tight end, and then they hit a swing pass to the running back out the backfield. NFL offense, it was working, and then we just went away from it.
Hey, I'm gonna bring in Big Ken. Big Ken, you in?
Yo.
Okay, Nick, you in?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right,
what's happening, Nick?
Hey,
Mr. 21, you got anything else, Mr. 21?
Nah, man, I'm good. I'm about
What's
to
happening?
sit back and relax and listen to Nick now.
What's going on,
Okay.
bro?
All right, go ahead, Big Ken. You and Nick,
Man,
go for it. Y'all both in, man. Go for
me and
whatever
Nick
y'all.
gonna say that. Me and Nick gonna
Y'all
say
in
the
the
same
y'all
thing.
are in the event. Go for it, man.
It's time. It's time. You need to pack your bag. We need to leave his ass in Texas.
Mhm.
Leave his ass in Texas. It's over with. It's over with. Because even when the defensive player went down there and took the ball to the 2-yard line, his freaking ass gonna call a rollout. First and goal, a rollout.
Wait a minute.
You heard what I said.
Are you telling me that we had a defensive player to make a play to take the ball to the 2-yard line?
To the
and
2-yard line,
Yeah.
and
and
we
the
could not score?
first play,
We
we
scored.
scored,
We scored, but
but the
he's just
first play
saying.
that
Yeah.
he called was a rollout. Why?
Okay, I got you.
Why? Like I told Marcus would call me in and out of the game. I said he gonna find a way in typical Hugh Freeze fashion to give this game away. Even when you almost like you see that commercial where the dude was holding a fishing pole with a dollar attached to it. He said, "Ooh, you gotta be quicker than this.
Got to be quicker
Ooh, you
than
gotta
that.
be quicker than that." That's really what Texas A&M did to us. Ooh, you gotta be quicker than this.
I
And
can't
I'm
wait.
talking about, man. I don't I understand what you're saying about the players, and we got to quit criticizing the players. Yeah, we got to quit criticizing the players, but man, Chaplin ain't showed me nothing about no first round draft pick, no nothing. Man, look here, look here, look here. I know people that never started a game of their life at BCW, was on the football field, and I could have put them out there, and they would have done better than me.
Man.
Way better. This right here showed me I really don't have no confidence in our offense at all.
Yeah, they
With
need.
all our receivers and all that, with Hugh Freeze calling the plays, man, I don't have any confidence at all in our offense. It's time, bro. It ain't no need to sit up here wasting the whole year. We might as well go on, let them go now. Like
Well,
we said, going into
we finna
a
wait.
2 week, off week or whatever, and we can put. I guess we're gonna put Durkin in there, man, and let Durkin be the interim coach until the end of the season, man. But hey, look, that as far as what the highs to look on in Auburn football, you really just watching to see how well the defense play now. That's it.
Okay.
Man. Nick, come on through, Nick.
Yeah, man. Ain't much more can be said.
Nick,
But I'm gonna say some more.
Nick, you want to show your face?
But I'm gonna say some more.
You want to show your face, Nick? Or you
Nah,
just stay
I'm
right there?
good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
Y'all don't. Nah.
Are you crying,
Nah.
Nick? Don't
Nah, I
cry,
ain't crying,
man.
bro. Nah, I ain't crying. I ain't crying. I ain't crying. But I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this.
Talk to me.
Hugh Freeze is incompetent.
Okay.
It's time. I've been saying it. I've been saying it throughout the chat the whole time. Hugh Freeze is incompetent.
You have, yeah.
It's time. There's a time when
Mm.
we as Auburn fans have to stop accepting mediocrity.
I agree with that.
There's a time when us as Auburn fans, we have to demand better from the product that we see on the football field. Yes, we choose to cheer for this team. Yes, we choose to support this team. Yes, we choose to sit here every Saturday and yell at the television when we see them doing stuff that is antithetical to what Auburn football is and what we have seen. But Hugh Freeze, it's time for you to go, my guy. I sit back, man. I sit back and I look at this, man, and I said this in the locker room. I said, for all you Auburn fans out there, and I mean this from the depths of my soul when I say this, for all you Auburn fans out there that said we was being negative when we was asking questions about certain things that was gonna happen when we got into better competition, for all you Auburn fans that sat there and you gave off the impression just because we won the game, we can't criticize our teams. I want you to come into like I said in the locker room. Please come to the show for the next 14 days because the next 14 days is going to be straight slander for Hugh Freeze. Because this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is very unacceptable. When we sit here and we tell you, if you are an RPO team, run what you are good at. Run the RPO. We saw you do it against Baylor. That's the reason why I said this game. That's the reason why I predicted in this game that this was probably going to look a lot like Baylor, because I for some reason, I thought Hugh Freeze was going to come to his senses and just be like, all right, I'm going to do what needs to be done in order to win the game. That's the reason why I was like, all right, what I saw in Baylor, okay, I give you South Alabama, I'll give you Ball State. You tried to try some things to see what you can do. You still won the game because those guys were those teams were inferior to you talent-wise. Last week, we sit here and we talk about we saw you against Oklahoma. We said last week, if you connect on 2 or 3 more of those shots down the field, that's a different ball game.
Right.
We say that. But when you look at this team from Texas A&M, whoever is scouting these teams need to do a better job. Statistically, Texas A&M's rush defense was horrible.
Right.
But for some reason, you wait for the first 18 and a half to 19 minutes of the game before you even give the running back a rush in the game.
That's wild, man.
That makes no sense to me. Common sense would tell me that if I'm playing against a team that is horrible at running the ball, if a team that played against Utah State, a team that played against UTSA, and combine those teams put up almost 300 yards rushing against you, and we are a team that has one of the top 2 running backs in the conference, and you sit here and you decide not to give him the ball for the first 18 and a half to 19 minutes of the game, that's your fault, man. That's coaching, man. That's stubbornness, man. That's what that is. Now we have sat here and it's almost like we are looking at this from a two-way mirror but opposite directions, because we will be sitting here, we will be criticizing Gus because, man, Gus, you running the ball too much. Throw the ball. Now we sitting here criticizing Hugh Freeze because, man, you throwing the ball too much. Run the ball. You throwing the ball too much. Run the ball.
It's balance.
It's almost like this dude does not listen to. It's almost like he's just stuck in his own way. He just want to do. And y'all probably already see it because I had to leave the stream for a minute, but I was coming back in just putting in he incompetent his time and leaving because I had to do that. But y'all probably said this already. It's almost like Hugh Freeze is just the most stubborn person that just wants to do it his way, and that's going to be a detriment to Auburn, man. And I feel bad for this defense because it's almost like the defense had to do 2 jobs today. The defense had every time in this game when you thought, oh, man, here we go. The defense is about to let us down. They make a play. Xavier Atkins get an interception, returns it back to the 2-yard line, and then the next play, Auburn scores. But you still see when Auburn scores, this man wanted to throw the football. What kind of, you know what? For all you Auburn fans out there, that there and talk negatively to us, to any Auburn creator, any person in this Auburn space that was doing Auburn content, and you said that we were being negative when Auburn was winning. Show up to Water Cooler Talk Sports. Show up to Auburn ADDICTS-TV. Show up to SEC season next week, because guess what? You're gonna be madder. Because I'm slandering Hugh Freeze for the next 14 days.
That's true.
He's getting a slander.
I got a question for you though, Nick. I got a legitimate question for you, man, because like I feel like you give me a really accurate answer on this, because we talked about this before. Do you honestly think that we missed on the players that people are saying we missed on? Jackson Arnold, Mason Murphy, Xavier Chaplin? Or do you think that it's just a matter of coaching?
Listen, man. Before I'm gonna go player by player. Jackson Arnold, we did not miss on Jackson Arnold. We was just sold, and I'm going player by player. We was just sold a fantasy of a guy that beat Alabama multiple times, just the same amount of times that Gus did. That's all we were sold.
Right.
When we sit back and we look at Hugh Freeze, what has Hugh Freeze's offense done to make us believe that this guy, when we hired him, to make us believe that this guy was going to put us in the position to where we was going to be a prolific offense? I said it when he was hired. I said this feels like Gus Malzahn all over again. I didn't expect for it to be worse in that situation. We didn't miss you. You did not miss. Auburn did not miss on Jackson Arnold. I think Jackson Arnold is a better. I think Jackson Arnold is a better athlete than what Peyton Thorne was. I think Jackson Arnold is a better decision maker in the RPO game than what Peyton Thorne was. I can't say he's a better thrower of the ball because I feel like he's very risk averse. He doesn't want to make a mistake. Is in my personal opinion.
But
from what I've seen
that kind of goes decision making though.
That part too. I agree with you there. But when you get to Mason Murphy was doing this at USC last year.
That's true.
When you go back and watch film on what Mason Murphy, what you've seen from Mason Murphy, he was doing this at USC last year.
He was.
Right.
Go back and watch me and Bubba did a whole breakdown on the offensive line and gave the PFF grades for last year.
Mason Murphy does not surprise me at all.
No.
Doesn't surprise me at all. Xavier Chaplin, a lot of people want to talk about Xavier Chaplin and how bad he playing. I put it like this, man. That's a coaching problem. Because there is no way that a guy that comes from the ACC and 2 years in the ACC, I don't care what level of competition it is. I don't care who he's playing. Because a lot of these guys are still gonna go to the NFL and they're gonna still play. And you allow less than 6 sacks in 2 years. You allow less than 10 QB hurries in 2 years.
That doesn't just happen.
But then for some reason, you get to Auburn, and then next thing you know, you giving up sack. You can't kick step. You can't bend. What's up with that? You can't punch. You can't punch kick. That's fundamentals. You kick step punch. Kick step punch. Kick step punch. You move. That's what you taught. You taught that in high school. But for some reason, when we get players at Auburn, they revert back to factory settings and they suck all of a sudden. Or they look like
they said revert back to factory settings. That's funny.
And I can't stand it, bro. And then don't get me started on this Cam thing, man. If I'm Cam Coleman, bro, I'm hitting the portal. Because Hugh Freeze has not shown anything to me to where I'm comfortable enough to where you are utilizing my talent to get me to football. We running the same thing. We running the same thing with Cam Coleman, bro. We're running 9 routes, running bang 8 routes. We running these 5-6 routes, curl routes. Excuse me. Let me just call them what they call curl routes, go routes, and we running bang 8 post routes is what this man is running. Where's the route tree, Hugh Freeze? What is your passing scheme? It can't be the same thing all the time, my guy. Because it just looks. Hugh Freeze is an incompetent play caller. Hugh Freeze is not who we. I'm not gonna say we. Hugh Freeze is not what was sold to Auburn as the guy that was gonna come in. He's not the guy that when he said in his introductory press conference, we come in and we change programs. We turn programs around and we change them quickly. That's not Hugh Freeze.
I think he is though.
No, he's not.
I think he's that guy. I think he's that guy. I think he's that guy from a recruiting standpoint.
Yeah,
and I think he thought that talent would win in this league, and it just doesn't. Like you have to coach. Like I think Hugh Freeze is a coach that you can put on any team, and within 2 or 3 years, the roster is going to be hands down better than it was before.
Okay,
when he got there.
We see that
the wins on the field is not going to translate. That's what I'm saying.
We see that right now. We see a roster that is that on paper. We see a roster on paper that can compete with Ohio State, can compete with Notre Dame, compete with Alabama, compete with Georgia. We see a roster on paper that can compete with USC. We see a roster on paper that's better than half of the teams that's on our schedule. But when you look at it, they are not being put in the best opportunity and the best positions to win, and that's a coaching and a coaching problem. Mm-hmm. That's what that is.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. I do want to say this. I do want to say this real quick. Go ahead. No, I just want. This is kind of off the subject, but I do want to say this real quick. If there are any Alabama fans that are in the chat or on this stream watching this stream, or any fans of any other team besides Auburn, and you're watching this stream, don't run with the narratives, right? Because oftentimes when we do these, we lose a game or whatever, there's this narrative that Auburn fans just are just like whatever, right? Like, no, Auburn fans are disgusted with the way that these games are going. So, like, I don't want to hear in this week, like, oh, y'all thought this was gonna happen and this happened. Like, no, listen to what Auburn fans are saying, actually. Right? Like, don't run with the narrative that, like, y'all just thought that y'all was going such and such. Like, no, nobody thought that. Like, you can hear it right here in actual time. So, like, I know I'm still gonna hear that narrative because that's just the narrative about Auburn. I understand it. But, like, no, know that the fans actually watch football games and actually give real live critiques of the football team, and not just this little cherry. I don't know what, I don't even know what you would call it, that we're portrayed to give. Because in the media, it's almost as if people think that Auburn fans are just like, so just like we don't see it. Like, we just, oh, Hugh Freeze, way to go. We don't even see what's going on. So, like, no, tell the truth about it. And, like, unless you're watching Auburn fans and watching the Auburn content, like, don't get on the internet and just run with narratives. Like, listen to this content that we hear right here on Auburn Addicts with DC, with me, with Nick, with people who actually watch these football games and follow this team, and use that in your narrative. Don't use the just, whatever it is you use. But I just wanted to say that, Nick, because you cooking right now.
No, I sit back and I look at coaches like Jeff Lebby, right? Now, granted, Mississippi State did not win the game. They lost by a touchdown in overtime. Okay. But
True.
I look at, I'm not sitting here and I'm saying, I look at what it is, because I try to study every SEC team in the conference to try to see exactly what and make a prediction off of what happened in the offseason and all type of stuff like that.
Fact.
I sit here and I look at what Jeff Lebby did in the offseason. Jeff Lebby came in and flipped the whole roster. He came in and put a lot of guys. He brought in a lot of guys on defense. He brought a lot of guys on defense that were playmakers. And you saw how they played against Tennessee today, and how they was in a game. They forced Tennessee into overtime, but they didn't close the game. That's year 2 for Jeff Lebby. At what game can we sit here in this three season experiment with Hugh Freeze and say that he has flipped this roster, and we can sit here and legitimately say that we felt, even in a close game, that Auburn was going to win the game?
We can't, Nick. But that's all coaching.
I'm watching this Mississippi State Tennessee game after Auburn goes off. I'm watching it, and I'm like, Mississippi State can still win this game, and they almost did. Mississippi State, and for the 25-yard line, went in and drove the ball on Tennessee's defense and almost scored to take this game into a second overtime. But a tip pass and a ball that was off the fingertips of the receiver just did not happen. At what point in time can we as Auburn fans sit here and say that is some real? We have that, and that is real progress for us. I can't say we have that, man. I can't say we've seen that with this coaching staff. And that's why during the offseason we excited about recruiting. Yeah, that's one thing. But when it gets into the season, you get the slander. And I'm calling it slander because guess what? That's what it needs to be called, man. Hugh Freeze is not the guy. He's not the guy, man. And I hate that we saying this, because I want Hugh Freeze to succeed, because if Hugh Freeze succeed, guess what? Auburn succeed, and we not setting ourselves back every 3-4 years. But at some point in time, man, we just got to be like, yo, Auburn, you have a fan base out here that is looking to you,
starving,
that wants to be entertained. But guess what? They also want to see a product on the field, to where every Saturday they not having one of these sessions after the game.
Golly, man, it's getting old, bro.
I tell you what, though, Nick, if it was entertaining, I don't even think Auburn fans would have a problem with it. It's not even entertaining, though. Like,
it's not.
Like,
it's not competitive. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And from an offensive standpoint, it's not competitive. The defensive is competitive, man, and what's keeping this team afloat, man. But from an offensive perspective, it's bad, man. This is bad, man. You couldn't score but 3 points, man. And
Yeah.
it wasn't. It was a game where the defense kept giving you the ball back, man. So you could have wore them down if you would have just kept running the ball. Just do that, man.
The thing about this game is, besides the first drive of the game, and then the drive where Texas A&M had the touchdown callback. Besides those two drives, and I don't even really count the touchdown drive where they called back because it was a penalty. But besides the first drive of the game, for real, Texas A&M didn't show me nothing. And to what I said during the week, I said I felt like Mario Craver, I felt like Terry Boosie, I felt like Casey Concepcion would have very great statistical days in this. Their stats would show, and their stats would look very, very well in this game. But on the scoreboard, it wouldn't look. It would not match.
Yeah, and
That's what
exactly what happened.
That's what I said during the week.
That's exactly what happened, man.
I said during the week, they stats are gonna look real crazy in the stat box, but on the scoreboard, it won't look like what it's supposed to look like. But the problem is, it's Auburn. But what I failed to realize is that Hugh Freeze does not like running the football.
Man,
that's what I failed to realize. If Hugh Freeze runs the football 10 times in that first 18 and a half to 19 minutes in the game, Auburn wins this game.
I just said it was almost like, and I'm telling you what it was. It was the whole slogan they had to come out after they ran the ball those first two games. If we don't know one thing, Auburn gonna run the football.
Yeah, man.
Man, you said you put that out in the media just for us to grab a hold to that and think about it. All for you to just come in here and just totally forget that shit and just threw it out the window, and you just typical Hugh Freeze. But like I said,
how do you go from a 1,200-yard rusher in 1 year to this, what we have now?
But think about this, Tez. He should have had way more than 1,200 yards rushing.
He probably should have, but
he should have had way more than 1,200 yards.
But he's still like Jarquez in this game would have gotten more carries than 6. Like,
you think so?
Think
he didn't think he ran. Watch this. He ran for 276 against Kentucky. The next week he got 12.
Yeah, well, I would have took 12 in this game.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, man.
Bro, that's carries. I took 12 in this game.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's beyond bad.
Hey, Ant, you were saying we wouldn't let you back on. Yeah, we'll let you back on, and if you want to call in, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, if you want to talk, Ant, we'll let you back on, bro. No problem.
I just think Hugh Freeze, man, has he has a lot. I think is, man, sometimes you can let pride get in the way of good coaching, right? I feel like it happened to Gus when people challenged Gus to say, hey, you're only one-dimensional, you can't craft the passing game, and he tried to craft the passing game, and ultimately that's what got him out of the door. I think Hugh Freeze is suffering from that too. It's like, yeah, like you said, a lot of people saying, we know they can run the football, right? So what about this offense that's passing the offense? And to, like, the thing about it is, like, man, we talked about him so bad when we didn't pass the ball.
I will agree with that, Ted.
Like,
but
it's one of the things as fans we got to stop doing. Is like, man, we can't, like, bro, the Peyton, and I hate to be this guy, but the Peyton Thorne slander last year from the fan base, you're seeing the fruits of it this year. Like, right? You see an offense that's trying to do things that, no, just do what Peyton Thorne did last year. Just call those plays with a better quarterback. We get out here with a W. But like, what is going on is just what I feel like is going on is like, you got all this slander for your quarterback play last year, and you're trying to do too much this year when you don't have to do that. You can do exactly what you did last year for 2,700 yards. 2,700 yards from your quarterback is enough for us to win 8, 9 games, 10 games, and to reach all of our goals that we want to reach in the season. But we so jaded, man, as fans sometimes that, like, we don't even look at the statistics and look at the numbers. We just look at what's the latest play. We saw an interception here. We saw an interception there. And we just like, man, we just want to come down on the quarterback play. I guarantee you every fan in this chat would take 2,700 yards, 21 touchdowns right now. Right now. You can't tell me that you wouldn't with the quarterback play that we seen. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, man, we as fans, we got to start looking at what actually happens in these football games and not the box score, right? What actually happened. So like I'm looking at this box score, right? It's telling me one story, but I'm not gonna go too far until I actually watch what happened in the football game, right? I'm looking at the box score, but y'all telling me that hey, he didn't even run it in the first quarter, pretty much. The box score doesn't say that, right? And I
No,
feel like
wait,
we
hold
look.
on, hold on,
and
hold on,
half
hold on,
of the
hold on,
second.
hold on, hold
I
on,
feel
hold on.
like that's what happened last
Hold
year.
on,
It's
no,
like
no.
we
Hold
just
on, hold
looked
on.
at the box score and
Hey,
like
Ant,
didn't
Ant.
look at the whole game,
Yo.
man.
Hold up.
Okay, I just want to make sure Ant was in here. Go ahead.
Hold up. Jackson Arnold in the drop back game. Jackson Arnold, if I'm not mistaken, in his first 5 carries was -8 yards in his first 5 carries. Now, in college, they count sacks as rushing yards.
Right.
Okay. So
Mhm.
his first 5 carries, he was -8 yards.
And they also count RPO. Like if you get stopped, if the quarterback gets stopped in the RPO, that's counted as a sack.
That part too.
Which is why we got 10.
But when you have Jeremiah Cobb, when you have Damari Austin in this game, right?
True.
Not one of those players, not one of your running backs got a carry until like 11 minutes and like 5 seconds or 4 seconds in the second quarter. Not one. Not one.
Man,
that's what I'm saying, Nick. The box score doesn't tell me that.
You hand the ball off to Eric Singleton. You bring him in motion and put him in the backfield, and you give him a carry 1 for 3 yards. But for the first 18 and a half minutes to 19 minutes of the game, statistically against a team that is horrible against rush defenses. You don't get the ball to you don't get the ball to one of your running backs. But every time, but listen to this. In the second half, every time you give the ball to Damari Austin or Jeremiah Cobb in the second half, you see 3-4 yards on first down.
Yeah. That's
last week, we can have an argument about last week because we all saw when they tried to run the ball against Oklahoma's defense, Oklahoma was stopping that thing. But you didn't even try to run the ball against these dudes for real in the first half. You didn't even try.
To be honest, you ain't even run the ball for real in the second half.
8 carries between these two. 8 carries between your 2 running backs in the whole game.
Man,
in a 60-minute game, your 2 running backs get 8 carries.
Man, let me be OC. They would have both had 15 to 20 by themselves.
Like this, like I can't make this up. Like we got to start having this conversation for real. Because I just out of curiosity, let's look at the stats from last year Texas A&M game. Jackson Arnold this year is 28 for 33 for 125 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Peyton Thorne last year against this very same team who has they returned a lot of players. Was 19 for 31 for 301, 2 touchdowns and a pick. You understand what I'm saying? You
ain't even throw no deep balls this year.
Yeah, but you threw the same amount of passes
that.
is what I'm saying. You threw a same amount of passes.
Which you shouldn't have.
Of them this year.
Go look at the rushing stats from last year to this year then.
Last year was different.
That's where your difference.
That's where
your difference at.
Yeah. They gave the ball to Jarquez Hunter 28 times.
There you go. That's the whole difference.
That's your difference.
That's the whole difference in the whole game.
So when I said like if Jarquez Hunter was on this team, I don't believe that we would have gave it to him 6 times.
I don't know, man.
I think that he just doesn't believe in this rushing game at all. Like it's clear.
Okay, but how can you say that when he see it working though?
Man,
I don't care if I had Bobby Boucher.
We've seen the proof with our eyes that that Cobb and Austin can run the ball and be successful. We've seen that. It's not like
Hugh Freeze. Yeah, but DC, you're not Hugh Freeze.
I know.
I'm seen that, saying. and you made a very, very that's common sense to you. But we see that this coach doesn't really necessarily have that.
That's why
we saw it last.
I don't know. That's why I'm saying I don't know if Jarquez was on here, he would get this 12. That's what I'm saying.
I disagree. I disagree with you.
I think he got them. I think he got. I think he got more carries.
I don't,
honestly.
because I think what it is, you free see these shiny new toys, and I got a quarterback that can run my system, but I want to be a drop back, so I'm gonna drop back and let him play with my new toys.
Let me ask you this then. All right. So how is it that Cam Coleman comes out of that game last year, 7 catches, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns? DeAndre Lambert-Smith, 2 catches for 104, 52 yards per catch. Like at some point we got to start not. I question Hugh Freeze's play calling. I really do, but more so than his play calling, I question what's happening on Monday through Friday. Like, why is this passing? Like, think about this. Think about what I'm saying. Like, we had a worse quarterback with a worse offensive line. Like, everybody talked about the offensive line last year. Everybody talked about the quarterback play last year. We have pretty much the same receivers. I would say that our receiving room is better.
The receiving room is better overall.
And we cannot get any passing production whatsoever. Like, that is a fundamental problem of what's happening Monday through Friday. That is not a function of play calling. That is Monday through Friday, whatever the hell it is you teaching to these quarterbacks, receivers, and offensive line is not working. That's what I'm more concerned with.
I'm not on that train though, because I think is you not doing fundamental game planning. You're not implementing the run game to open up the pass game.
Bro, it's
8 carries, bro. 8 carries. Ain't no way, Mom. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Because at least
it's
not. Because at least Gus gonna give you 20 carries a game.
Man, I don't care about that. What I'm saying when I say Gus 2.0, I mean like you get a player in here, you get a staff in here, you get an offense in here, you get a system in here, and then in year 2, when they're supposed to take that next step and get better, they don't. They get worse. That's Gus 2.0, the development piece. The play calling is play calling. Like, you can call. Listen, this is what I want to say about play calling. It's all bad plays when they don't work. When they work, it's great plays. Don't nobody say nothing about these plays when they work. Cam Coleman had to call all those deep balls. We wouldn't be questioning play calling at all. You know what I'm saying? It's all good plays when they work. When they don't work, it's always bad plays. But what I'm talking about is how it can one side of the football get worse. This side of the football is worse than it was last year.
It should be
more talent.
It shouldn't be. It ain't no way.
That's a function of Monday through Friday. That's not a function of Saturday.
It ain't no way you should have quote unquote upgraded this offensive line and the quarterback position and the receivers coming in for another year and upgraded the receivers room. It's no way it should look this bad, man.
Play calling is the easiest thing to point to. Like, whenever you watch a game, the easiest thing for you to say after you watch that game, after you lose, is like, oh, I would have called different plays. Of course you would have, because you got the hindsight. You have the benefit of 20/20 hindsight. But what I'm saying is, Peyton Thorne, who we call trash, everybody in this chat probably called trash last year, threw for 301 yards on the same amount of attempts with 2 touchdowns and a pick.
Let me say this, though.
Let me tell you what the difference between Jackson Arnold and Peyton Thorne is Peyton Thorne's willing to throw that interception, and him throwing that one interception in that Texas A&M game probably is the difference. Well, we won that football game.
Yeah, I know. But
what I'm saying is, you in this RPO system, you have to be able to live with throwing interceptions. Jackson Arnold does not want to throw interceptions. That's why you see the low numbers. You see low turnover numbers, but you also see your low yards. Because you got to be willing to put the ball in harm's way. At least sometimes you got to take some risk as a quarterback. Like, I want my quarterback to be fundamental, but at times I want you to take risks when you feel like you got the matchup. That's all I'm saying. Man,
you got to run an RPO for you to say you run an RPO system, don't you?
Hey, man, yeah.
I just listen to everything you said, bro, and I agree with you 100% until it comes to Saturday. We have 30 drop back passes, and you're not running what you're here for.
They practice that though. That's crazy. Like, do you think that they ran RPO all week and then got in the game and ran 30 drop back passes? No.
Yes.
They practice.
Yes, I do. No, I
Bro,
don't. No.
they have been practicing this shit since Monday. I promise you. I'm telling you, Hugh Freeze looked at that Oklahoma game and said, "Hey, we can hit more drop back passes to Cam Coleman." And then he decided during the week that we're going to practice that because we need to get that part correct.
I'm
And that's
gonna
what
tell
you
you.
see.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna tell you what I think this is though. And I think I'm gonna tell you what I think this is. I think this is Hugh Freeze trying to cater to players on the team and trying to get them and trying to get.
I just don't think he's a good coach, bro.
I mean, no. I agree. No. I agree with that. No, I'm not doubting that at all. I'm not doubting that at all. What I think this is the hype that was around Cam Coleman, the hype that was around Perry Thompson, the hype that came in around Eric Singleton, and the hype that came in around Malcolm Simmons, and then the hype that comes in around Jackson Arnold. It's almost like Hugh Freeze wants to get patted on the back for bringing in all this talent. Now I have to prove that I brought these guys in, and statistically, I can get these guys the ball, and I can show you exactly what these guys can be by getting them the ball. Instead of just realizing that if you do the boring stuff right, what he considers to be boring, running the ball, if you do that correctly, you're gonna have the opportunity to do that later on in the game.
Yes.
Instead of trying to force feed the baby per se. Instead of trying to force feed the baby per se by trying to get the ball in Cam Coleman's hands, it's almost like he has to naturally just kind of let the game come to him. And what he has to understand is, in my personal opinion, he got to understand that he gonna have to run the ball to set up the pass. This whole thing about him saying in the offseason, boy, I would sure love to be 60 to 40% running the ball. Stop lying to us, man. You be lying to our face all the time. Stop that. You want to throw the football. But what he has to fundamentally get in his mind is that if I do the boring part right, if I do that part right, guess what? Cam Coleman, Ed Singleton, Malcolm Simmons, Jackson Arnold, Perry Thompson, all their numbers going to look good. And then when it comes to recruiting, other players are going to be like, all right, I see what you're doing. Because right now, what you putting on tape right now and what you showing to Jace Matthews, what you trying to show to Cedarian Morgan, because you're trying to flip Cedarian Morgan back to Auburn. What you showing them right now is, yo, man, I can't develop you. I can't. If I can't get the ball to this 5-star Cam Coleman, how am I gonna get the ball to you, Jace Matthews? How am I gonna get the ball to you, Cedarian Morgan? How am I gonna get the ball to you, Tristan Keys? You trying to flip these guys back to Auburn. You trying to get them in the boat at Auburn. You trying to flip them. So, but you can't. But you just had one of the best classes in 2024 who's on the field right now. But you can't get them the ball, and you expect them to come into this mess? Nah, bro. Nah.
You know what I think it is? You know what I think it is, Nick?
What do you think it is, Ant?
And I'm gonna say this before I even get started. Hey, everything Nick say I agree with today. I promise you. Nick got me on the rant. I'm with him today.
Okay.
But I think you did too much bragging in the offseason. You talked about, I got the best receiving core in the SEC. I got the top 3 receivers in the nation. I got this. We seen last year what Cam could do at the end of the season. We know he that good. We know Malcolm just as good as Eric Singleton. We know what Singleton did by what he did against Georgia. But guess what? You can't keep trying to force feed and show that you're going to be the best coach for these players if you're not going to do the simple things right.
Yeah,
you're not doing simple things. Tez, you just said we ran the ball 28 times last year against A&M.
True.
We only ran the ball 8 times.
Yeah.
You're not going to win that way. Period.
Yeah, you're not.
I don't care who you play.
But
I know
like
you didn't watch it, Tez. I'm going to tell you now, don't even go watch that.
I'm
It's a waste
gonna
of
watch
time.
it. I
It's a
watched
waste
it
of time,
couple
bro.
times. Like I got to.
It's a waste of time, bro. I promise you.
Everybody, welcome
Because
in the Tiger event. This is Ant. This is Ant on Tiger event.
You gonna be mad, bro, because it's like
I'm already mad. I ain't even seen it.
Because
Mad.
it's like, bro, everything you supposed to did, A&M did.
Yeah.
It was a repeat of last week. Everything you supposed to did against Oklahoma, they did to you.
And I think A&M is a very limited football team. Like I think that A&M relies on big plays to score points.
And when you watch this
they're
game,
not good.
No, and when you
I
watch
don't
this
think
game, when you watch this game, that's exactly what you're gonna see.
Yep.
When you watch this game, when you watch this game, I'm trust me, because I'm gonna watch this game about another 2-3 times just to get to the intricate parts, and get to the X's and O's of what happened. I wish I could get to all 22. But when you watch this game, you're gonna look at Texas A&M and be like,
"How you number 9?
That's not impressive."
Yeah.
How are you in the top 10?
Yeah.
Shout out to watching the games and not the highlights.
Yeah.
Throw that out there.
But see too, man. It's like with Auburn, and I said this before to Mr. 21, man. It's like with Auburn, man. What this is showing me is, bro, you got a legitimate defense, bro. You got a bona fide defense that you just wasting. You just wasting it, bro.
Yeah. But how many years have we done that though?
How
many years have we wasted great defense?
Every year since 17.
Let's be real about this. Let's be real about this. Let's be real about this. That's fairly recent. That's fairly recent to where we've seen a defense be really good at Auburn, but not have an offense that cannot at least put up enough points to where we can win the game.
They had because they had gas. They had gas plays there. It was some gas plays in the run. They had gas plays, but it's like, bro, they recoup, bro. They bent, but they didn't break. You know what I'm saying? And it's like with this defense, dog. That's what I'm just like, bro, we wasting a championship type defense, man.
Well, here's one of the
look
things
what they held them to, dog. Look what they held them to, just going 3 and out, and then they scored, man.
One of the things
put them on the line.
Yeah, one of the things that I look at is like, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, is how and I thought about this before the season, how we recruited defense versus offense. We recruited defense heavily in positions like, I want you to think about what we did in the safety room when we already had safeties. Like, we stacked talent on defense at positions. We didn't do that offensively. We recruited offensively for need, pretty much. You know, we didn't have no tackles. We went out and got some. We didn't have, we had receivers, but we went out and got the best one we could find. We didn't have a quarterback. We went out and got one. We recruited for need. And the reason why that's alarming is, like, in year 3 of this offense, we shouldn't be doing that. We should be stacking talent on this. Like we should have brought in tackles, but I want y'all to think about this. I want you to think about how Hugh Freeze talking about Too Tall. Anytime he mentioned Too Tall, is, we got to get him on the field. It means talent. He's just, you look at Too Tall's measurables, they elite through the roof. Like, everything you want in a tackle as far as measurables, Too Tall is. Why do we have to go in the portal to get it? Like, of course he was, he got to come back because of the transfer rule, but like, he should be the starting right tackle.
That's business. That's a business decision. That's more business.
Yeah, but if you're making decisions based on business, you're gonna lose football games.
Agree.
But you always need
a good coach doesn't do that.
You always need that extra lineman, though. You always need that extra lineman, regardless.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, like, when they got into spring camp and fall camp, Too Tall should have been able to compete and be the best. He's been in this system for the longest. He's been with the same offensive coordinator. He's been with the same offensive line coach. Measurables wise, if you take them and put them side by side, Too Tall, and you didn't put no stats on it, you would pick Too Tall over Mason Murphy every single time, just off the eye test.
I agree with you, Ted. I agree. But
he should be the starting right tackle. You should have been bringing in a backup.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. But
we have a development problem on the offensive side.
My gripe is when we talk about this defense, right? And I'm gonna say it again. This is fairly recent to where we have had a defense that has played at a level to where it keeps you in games and it allows you to win games. Let's go back to Harsin first year, right? Let's look at Harsin first year, bro. Harsin started that season off 6-2. I don't think people realize that, bro. And the defense killed Auburn in a lot of those games, bro. And just because we had an offense that was able to put up points, they won a lot of those games in the first half of that season, bro. That's what it is. Now I started going downhill after that. Other things happened. But this is fairly recent to where we have not had a defense that can actually keep us in the game and keep hope alive, to where we did not think that the offense could not at least go down and get a field goal or a touchdown in order for us to win the game, and then have the defense go out and get a stop. This is fairly recent. This is probably up until 2020, 2019, 2020. That's
So
5 years ago. That's 4-5 years ago. Like, I
so
mean, like,
this
come on, man. This and to be sold a bill and to be sold this whole notion that this guy was supposed to come in here and turn things around, because we turn his words. I'm paraphrasing. We turn programs around quickly, is what he said. That's what was told to us.
But
And I stayed and when that started, I stated right here on Auburn Addicts. I said in 3 years, I said in 3 years, he gonna get 3 years before a lot of people at Auburn gonna want to return on their investment. Them 3
that's
years is
true.
up. That return on investment is coming due. And right now, if I had to sit here and say what's going on right now and how the program look moving forward, what we just saw on the field today, you can't blame talent. You can't blame the fact that you can't blame no other coach, because you can't fire the OC because it's a guy that you brought in. It's a guy that you've been telling us you align with. So who's the next? So who's next? I sit here and I hear people talking about, oh, some heads got to roll. We looking at the offensive line coach. We looking at the wide receiver coach. We looking at all this stuff. Yeah, we had a question about that. I don't know why Ike Hilliard was let go. Ike Hilliard should have stayed on, because that's an offensive guy that played in the league and played very long in the league and had very real knowledge to pass along to a guy like Cam Coleman.
Right.
I agree. And it's no slight to Marcus Davis at all. None whatsoever. But the thing about it is, it all has to go down. It has to go. And in his case, in his press conference today, we got the same thing. Auburn's today, the offense starts with me. That's on me. Well, Hugh, let me ask you this question. When is it not gonna be on you?
It's got to be him.
When are we gonna be sitting in a press conference and we like, man, Hugh Freeze called a game-winning play today. You can call a great game, but guess what? You didn't call a great enough game for us to put the ball in the end zone today.
That's never gonna happen, Nick.
Of course, it's not gonna happen. That's my whole point of saying that.
It's never gonna happen.
That's the whole point of me saying that.
He's not good in situational football. He's a front runner.
We're gonna have to
blow teams out.
I've been saying that for the past year and a half. That's the whole. Yeah. That was me being sarcastic. That's the whole point of me saying that. We ain't gonna never say that about you.
It's just disappointing because I'm looking at Oklahoma. I'm not Oklahoma, but I'm looking at Texas A&M schedule, and I see 42 points, 44 points, 41 points against Notre Dame, and then 16 points against Auburn, and we cannot win this football game. Like, I don't understand how you can, like, a team that is just scored 40 points every week, and then we hold them to 16. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about how much of a defensive performance that is if you take a team that has scored 40 points in 3 games straight, and then they play you and they score 16 points, and we cannot win that football game. And we win the turnover battle. We play a clean game. But they get a turnover. We don't win this football game. I just don't get it. I gotta watch this game.
Somebody said
I gotta watch.
Somebody said it last week. Your team takes on your coach, right? Is 3 series in this whole game that sums up Auburn offense and Auburn defense. When Auburn had the ball, they went I think they might have went a 3 and out. It's a 3-2 or 5 and out. They punted the ball. A&M got the ball right back. The defense stood tall. Gave the ball back to Auburn. Couldn't do nothing. Gave the ball back to A&M, and they kicked the field goal at the end of the half. Right? Mm-hmm. Even though your defense was dejected, Guess what they did? They took on the role of Dirk and they stood tall. Man, listen, I got a reputation here. My offense ain't do what they supposed to do, but I'm gonna stand tall. I'm gonna show you what you should have did, and that's what they did. They only gave up 3 points, but man, think about this: the end of half, bro, and your offense couldn't do nothing. When I say we looked like we was stuck in quicksand, we was there. That's it. The offense was just there. You look at
Man,
Hugh Freeze, they show a picture of him, he just there. Like, you ain't got no enthusiasm. You
Ted,
ain't got no nothing going on, bro.
Ted. I
What's
mean,
that?
second half, bro. Up until the last drive, we were -2 offensive yards.
Are you serious?
-2 offensive yards up
We ain't
until
For
the
the
lying
last
for
to
the
you.
drive.
for
We
the
not
game
lying
or
to you.
Yes.
like
In the
total?
last half,
No,
I'm
we
for
were
looking
the
at the
whole
box
second
score.
-2.
half.
For the whole second half, we were
No,
-2 offensive yards
I'm looking at the box
no,
up
that
score.
until
might have
the
been for the
last
fourth.
drive.
That might have been for the fourth. That might have been for the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, we had -4 yards in the fourth quarter. I
I
remember
so
that.
I would tell y'all this, man.
Ted, why you
Y'all
think
can.
I'm looking like I'm looking, man?
I
I
tell no
told you,
no
bro. I don't know if
since
I've ever like watched a game where I felt this like defeated.
here
Disgusted.
this
Disgusted.
this this is what I want to say, man. And I'm gonna say this. Y'all can take it with a grain of salt. Y'all can buy into it, or you can't, and you can read in between the lines. But I will tell you this: I'm a big believer in like what you put out into this universe, you get back. And I'm gonna say this right here. I just and I hate to say this because I know people gonna push back about it, but like I just don't think Hugh Freeze is a good person. No, and you laughing. I'm dead serious. Like
Nah,
outside
I'm
of
laughing
out,
because of a conversation we had at one point
yeah,
in time. I
yeah,
understand exactly where you're coming from.
outside of football or whatever he's done in football, like just personal in his personal life, I just don't think he's a good individual. I think he portrays something that he is not. And whenever you do that, everything you do is gonna fail. And I think Auburn's program is getting the backlash from that because it's unexplainable. You understand what I'm saying? Like the things that we're saying, right? We're making up reasons why this failed at this point.
Alabama just ran a wide receiver screen with Caden Proctor. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched that.
Hey,
but what I'm saying is like I just don't think I think like a lot of the principles and a lot of the things that he says all the time is just not really what he abides by. And like whenever that happens, man, in life, and I've seen it 100 times, like whenever you carry yourself like that, man, nothing for you is gonna work out. There's nothing is for you. Nothing's gonna work out for you. I think that for me, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm not, y'all guys don't have to subscribe to that. We can keep it at football reasons by all means. But like for me, looking at this, I've run out of football explanations for this. And I have to look at the person and like what type of individual you are. And like, man, he's just not a person that I would hang out with. He's just not. And I only hang out with people that are good people. So y'all can take that. Y'all can take with that how you want. Y'all know his track record. You know the things that he's done. You know the things that he's said. You know the things that he's presented that he's not been. And I think like at some point you're gonna have to get that karma. And sometimes the universe give it to you on the biggest stage that they can give it to you. And this is the biggest stage he's ever had in his life.
All I'm saying is, y'all know people
It
that
is what it is.
people
for
that
me.
know how I feel about Hugh Freeze. It is what it is. Yeah, that's it.
anything else, man? We're gonna wrap it up and get on out of here, man. Big King, you got anything else before we go?
Be better.
Nah,
How about that?
nah.
How about that? Be better.
Ant, you got anything else before we go? Ant already gone. Okay. Tez, where can they find you, man?
Man, you can find me at It's SEC Season here on YouTube and on all platforms, man. Man, y'all want to tune in this Tuesday? Listen, these ranking shows are getting better and better by the second. And with this loss, and I'm looking at this Alabama game right now, so it's interesting. We're gonna have some movement in the SEC. So check us out Tuesday, 6:30. as we rate these teams, man, go over there to SC Season. If you like the content, like it. If you love it, subscribe.
And Nick on the line, man. Nick, where can they find you, man?
All I want to say is Hugh Freeze is incompetent and it's time. But also you can subscribe over to Water Cooler Talk Sports on YouTube, on Twitter at CoolersPod23. Live shows Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. Live call-in shows 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Then of course on Saturdays we go into the locker room and you get to see me react and have a field day when we play these games and things, stuff like that. But yeah, man, come on over Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, Water Cooler Talk Sports. Having great conversation about SEC football and Auburn football, of course. And then, of course, on Sundays, over here on Auburn ADDICTS-TV with my guy, DC Wolf, for Have You Heard? On Sundays, man. So we'll be back tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure we're going to I already know. I'm gonna say some more because I gotta rewatch the game. So
it's gonna be interesting tomorrow, man. Because you can digest this thing, man. So, God.
Hey, DC. If I watch it, I'm probably gonna try to watch this game tonight and tomorrow morning. On my rewatch, man, I might drop through the show.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Please, please do that. Let's do that. I
ain't seen it. So.
Yeah, let's do that. You watch it and then come back tomorrow with me and Nick. You know what I'm saying? And Bubba might be on with us, man. Let's chop it up again, man. And this is Tiger Vent, man. This is what we do on Tiger Vent. Everybody just get the vent, man. You just get the vent. But wait, hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man, at 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, man. Or Have You Heard Auburn News today? Today, man, we say War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Peace.